Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Holy catfish, that's a record. This is the second telegram this week. Wow. It ain't for you.
Well, is it for you? Then how come you get to read it and we don't?
You flathead, I'm the telegrapher. If I don't read the message, how's it going to get through?
It makes sense, Floyd. Okay, Sam, you can read it.
Great opportunity. Join me. Rush. Answer. Signed. Max. Max. Wow. This is important. Rush this right out to the Shady Rest and give it to Steve Elliott personally.
You can depend on us, Sam.
Now, let's see you steam that open once you're on the train.
Telegram for Steve Elliott. Telegram. Telegram for Steve Elliott?
Oh, fine, boys. I'll take it.
Are you Steve Elliott?
Do I look like Steve Elliott?
What do you think, Charlie? Give her the wire.
No, sirree. Our orders was to deliver this telegram direct. And neither rain, sleet, nor hail, nor...
Didn't say nothing about apples.
Thanks. Bye, boys.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Joe.
There they go, Fatso's Incorporated. Eat, eat, eat when they should be working. Kate, I'll be out on the swing if you need me. What's in the telegram?
Oh, it's for Steve Elliott, and it's personal.
It's probably for the Carson Elliott dynasty. In the absence of the vice president, the president gets to open the company mail.
Joe?
Kate, you didn't think I was going to steam this open, did you?
Well,
That's crude and it's obvious.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm going to give this to somebody I can trust. Here, boy, you take this to Steve and deliver it direct and personal.
Sam Drucker must have known it was going to get to you. Why else would he have stapled it together?
Go, boy, go.
I haven't got time to play with you right now, boy. Hey. Oh, for me? Well, thank you. Say, if Sam Drucker's going to use you for a Western Union boy, the least he could do is buy you a bicycle. It's from Max, an old buddy of mine. Boy, now I know I belong here. I'm talking to dogs. Well, that sounds tempting. Yeah, now that I've settled down. Yeah, I'd be crazy to even think of it. Right, boy? You know, somehow I knew you'd agree with me. Say, what do you say we keep this our little secret, okay?
Sit down and eat your dinner, Betty Jo.
Oh, Mom, I was just saying that.
I know what you're up to. The minute Steve comes through those drapes, you're all going to pounce on him and say, what was in the telegram? Now, let's behave like grown-ups, shall we? And if Steve wants us to know what's in that message, he'll tell us. Understood?
Okay, Mom.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
That's all right. Everything's still warm.
Yeah, Steve, you got here just under the wire. Steve, I bet you'd like to have some chicken.
I sure would.
Know how I guessed? Mental telegraphy.
That's telepathy and eat your dinner.
You heard what Kate said. If Steve wants to tell us what's in that telegram, he'll do it without your hinting.
Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Bradley. I wasn't going to mention it at all, but, well, there's no secrets around here.
Well,
What does it say, Mom? Gee. Will somebody please say what's in it?
Steve Elliott, so-and-so. Come out of hiding. Great opportunity. Join me in Cascade Valley, and let's scoop up some loot. Your old flying buddy, Max. Max.
Yeah, Max Donahue. Oh, we were quite a foursome. Max, Paul, Chuck, and me, down in Florida. Imagine. Now I hear from Max clear up in Cascade.
That's the way it happens. You get a dynasty rolling, they come and try to horn in on your success.
Well, Max is an old friend.
Honey, you didn't hear from this old friend before we got our empire going. This Max is trying to steal my best pilot.
your only pilot.
Give me a chance, Kate. An acorn didn't turn into a eucalyptus overnight. You wait, you'll see the day when the skies are dark with Carson Elliott planes. The air will be so crowded the birds won't have room to fly. They'll have to do their flying indoors. Right, Steve?
Steve, you aren't thinking of accepting this offer, are you? I mean, going away?
Well, Max and I were a pretty good team. And besides flying, there's nobody better at promotion, sales, developing contacts.
Well, it sounds as if you already made up your mind without even discussing it with anybody.
Take it easy, Billy Joe. I'm staying here. I was just kidding.
Well, I'm glad that's your idea of a joke. What's got into her?
She's in love, stupid.
Oh, that's no excuse. I didn't take it that bad when Crabwell Corners whipped us 28-0.
Excuse me, I better go after her and tell her. What am I going to tell her?
Tell her you're staying.
Huh?
Tell her your buddy Max is joining you here. Is there any reason why your friend can't do all that selling and flying and promoting right here in Wooderville?
Well, No, that wouldn't work at all.
Suit yourself? Come on, girls.
2 pilots, 2 planes. I could increase my dynasty 100% just like that. Yeah.
Telegram from Max Donahue. Max, report to the operations office. Cascade Airport operations. Look, lady, your husband's 8,000 feet over Puyallup by now, bucking a storm. Now, for the 10th time, if it's that important, I'll come over and kiss you goodbye. Here it is, Max.
Ah, thanks, Jack. I would have been here sooner, but you caught me with my valves clogged. Oh, that's Steve Elliott.
What's wrong?
Well, I invited him to come here. So what does he do? He comes back with some crackpot scheme to have me close up my operations here and team up with him in some outlandish place called Hooterville.
Hooterville. Rand must have sneaked that one on the map when McNally wasn't looking. What's up?
You know, I just noticed this signature. This isn't signed by Steve at all. It's signed by Joseph Carson, chairman of the board, Carson Elliott Airlines. You know, he may have a pretty good thing going there after all.
Oh, wait a minute. You're not going to team up with that Steve again.
Oh, Jack, Steve and I are just buddies.
I'll bet.
Draw me up a flight plan to Hooterville.
You're not going. Well, what about us?
Well, that's a very good question. What about us? For the last 3 years, all you've been doing is spinning your wheels on the runway. See you around, Jack.
Boy, oh boy, that does it.
What's the matter with you?
I just put that guy in number 8 and look at the tip he gave me. That buffalo's still wincing.
Just be thankful. For the first time in months, we're completely filled up.
For what?
Not a vacant room in the house.
Oh, my gosh. Where are we going to put Max? That's Steve's crop dusting friend. I sent for him.
You sent for him.
I thought Steve said it wouldn't work out.
Well, that's where he needs me. Now, Steve's a good pilot, but a dynasty needs brains.
I'm going to force myself to pass up that opening.
Mom, maybe Uncle Joe has a good idea at that. I mean, with Max here, Steve wouldn't have any reason to leave.
No, I guess not. But it's too late to do anything anyway. We just have to find him a place to stay.
Max can bunk with me. I can fill him in with some of our major problems.
Such as?
Like a name for our company. Carson Elliott Donahue Enterprises Corporation. Carson Donahue Elliott Enterprises Corporation. Hey, I got a great idea. Carson Enterprises Incorporated. J. Carson, President. Hey, that's got a good ring to it, huh?
A ring like that could drive him back right where he came from. No, I think that Max should share a room with his buddy Steve.
Mom, you always figure everything out just right.
Come on, Betty Jo, hurry up.
I had trouble finding the aspirin.
Yeah, we'll get him up to Mrs. Trumbull. She has a terrible headache. What are you doing here?
I remembered I shortchanged you a dime last week, and my conscience just wouldn't rest till I brought it to you. Here you are.
Mm-hmm. What's up and what's that?
Oh, well, what's this? Oh, this is Max's luggage. I thought the least I could do is carry it.
He can't carry his own?
Kate, things ain't quite the way you... I mean, he ain't oh, boy. Kate, meet Max.
Whatever she's got, mine is worse, and save the rest of the bottle for Billy Joe, huh?
Mrs. Bradley, Steve said you were expecting me.
I was. But I was expecting a Max like this, not a Max like that.
That's short for Maxine. Max or Maxine, I'd better get these aspirins up to Billy Joe.
And give a couple to Mrs. Trumbull, huh?
Watch yourself, shortstop. You're riding for a fall.
Don't look now, but that makes 2 of us.
Max.
Hi, Steve.
Max, what are you doing here?
Don't you ever check with the president of your company? That's Max?
Here's the telegram I received. It was supposed to be kind of a surprise.
Oh, why is this a surprise?
Steve, you never happened to mention Max as a girl.
I didn't? Oh, no, I guess I didn't. Well, I guess it didn't seem to be much point. I mean, well, why open a can of... Look! I mean, well, I just don't think of Max as a girl. To me, she's a fellow pilot, a buddy. Right, Max?
Why don't I get an engineer buddy like that?
Boys, what time is the train due in Pixley?
What train? Oh, you mean the cannonball? Floyd, let's go. Floyd, that's a flyer. And us being railroad men, flyers is our enemies.
Boy, if that's an enemy, maybe we're on the wrong side.
Hi, boys. Max, we're very happy to have you here.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Bradley.
What's the matter with Charlie and Floyd? They walked by in a daze like they didn't see me. Had the same look on their face when they came out of the Pixley Bijou after seeing that Theta Barra cavalcade. Oh, how do you do, young lady?
Yes, Uncle Joe, this
You don't
is...
need to explain, Kate. I get the picture. Excuse me. I'll get rid of her tack. Young lady, I know you got your heart set on staying at the fabulous Shady Rest Hotel. But like usual, we're full up. Now, this here fellow lives here. He's expecting his friend Max. We're so short of rooms that when Max gets here...
Uncle Joe, this is Max.
Max is going to have to share a room with one of the girls. I'm glad to meet you, Max.
You've got to believe me, Billy Joe. I did not know she was coming.
You also didn't explain she was a she.
But I told you why. I didn't explain it because I was...
Is chicken the word you're groping for?
Look, I'm going to tell her this was all a big mistake and to pack up and leave.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
I want to do it.
You're just saying that. You don't really want her to leave.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
Okay, I don't.
Quitter. Couldn't protest one more time.
You know, Max, when I first seen you as a girl, I got a terrible letdown.
I'm sorry.
Don't let that bother you. Maybe we can turn that liability into an asset. You see, you being not exactly ugly and Steve being a nice-looking fella, it'd be a shot in the arm to our crop-dusting dynasty.
Dynasty?
I never got around to explaining that part of it, Max.
Yes, sir, that's just the touch our flying corporation needs. A little romance.
Oh, Uncle Joe.
You see, Steve, even Kate's impressed. We've got 2 women on our side already. Now, this is how I figured out it's going to work. Max, you'll be in your plane. Steve, you'll be in yours. And you'll be flying side by side over the valley, holding hands and spraying bugs. And trailing out behind will be this big banner which reads, Steve and Max, sweethearts of crop dusting.
Uncle Joe, have a donut.
Steve, this is an amazing place. You know, we've had a midnight snack, a nice long talk, and it's not even 10:30.
Get a good night's sleep. First thing in the morning, we'll check the planes and start scaring up some business.
Oh, since I'm from out of state, won't I need an ag pilot's license?
That's right. You'll need one if you're handling pesticides. But that's no problem. We'll fly up to the state capitol the first thing in the morning and get you squared away.
Oh, everything sounds real great, Steve. Tell me something. What about this Uncle Joe character? Where does he fit in? He sure's a talker.
He's indispensable. He furnishes the headwind so we can get off the ground. Good night.
Good night, Steve.
Max,
Yes.
once we get the license at the state capitol, I know everything will be just perfect.
Good night,
Good night.
Steve. Happened.
I gotta send him.
Mom, you gotta stop them.
Stop who from what?
Steve and Max, they're going to get married.
What did you say?
I said Steve and Max are going to get married.
Oh, I could have sworn you said Steve and Max are going to get married. Married? But Max just got here. They couldn't possibly.
But I heard them. They were right outside my door. They're flying to the state capitol to get a license.
Oh, honey. I'll admit that you had me shook up for a minute because when you woke me up, I was dreaming, too, that I'd won the Irish sweepstakes, and I couldn't find the ticket. And then I remembered that I put the ticket in Uncle Joe's old vest. Well, he'd taken it to the cleaners. So we rushed over to Pixley, but we were too late. The store was closed. The cleaner had sold the store and bought himself a seat on the stock exchange, and you think you have bad dreams. Mom, Steve is not the kind of a young man to pull a stunt like this. And look at Max. Why, she's... Maybe we should just concentrate on Steve. And if it wasn't a bad dream, you must have misunderstood.
Maybe you're right. I sure hope so. No. Thanks, Mom.
Good night, dear.
Hooterville. Yeah? Miss Jack? Forget all that. Get to the point. Did you locate Steve Elliott or Max Donahue? They filed a flight plan to where? The state capitol.
Good gravy. Oh, no. Wow. Hey, look at this before I seal it up so you can't read it. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
Oh, Kate, it can't be that bad. It is.
We're flying back immediately. Prepare for wedding. Steve. Poor Billy Joe. What's going on?
Billy Joe, come over here. I'm going to try and tell you this very calmly. Now, you remember last night when you thought you heard something and I proved to you that you didn't hear it, you heard it.
Huh?
Well, let me put it this way. Read it.
I knew it. I knew this would happen the minute she walked in this door. I knew it. Now she's going to be going on my honeymoon with Steve, and here I am, an old maid. Don't feel so bad, Billy. Bobby and I will stay old maids with you, won't we, Bobby Joe? Of course we will.
Oh, girls, let's not go overboard.
Hey, try. Billy Joe come off easy. She only lost a future husband. I'm losing the whole aircraft dynasty.
How do you figure that?
Well, now that Max is going to be a wife, she's not going to be a pilot very long. I know women, you can't trust them. She'll neglect her flying to fuss around the house trying to be a housewife. The first thing you know, it's too late. Got a house full of kids.
Oh, how could she do this to me? She's having my children.
I know that this is a terrible blow, but we got to make the best of it. Come on, honey. That's my girl. Now, in order to take our minds off of all of this, let's start preparing for the wedding.
Oh, boy, Mom, you sure took her mind off it.
Well, there's Steve.
Here you go, Mom.
Max Donahue, why couldn't you have been my Billy Joe?
Hey, Kate, I hate to say it, but asking Max to come here was the biggest mistake we ever made.
We? Listen, Chairman of the Board, who was it that kept yammering about needing 2 pilots for his dynasty? And who was it that sent the wire to bring Max here? Well, have you got anything to say?
Somebody in the lobby.
Hi, anybody here?
It's Steve.
We're back.
Well, let's go greet the happy couple.
Not me, Mom. I can't face the woman who stole my intended brother-in-law. I can't either.
I don't know whether I can stomach to face the man that left me with a dangling dynasty.
Hi. Did you get my wire?
Oh, yes, we got it.
Mom.
Billy Joe. Hey, Billy Joe, wasn't that a great idea of mine, having the wedding right here at your mother's hotel? Well, what's with her?
What's with her? Of all the places in the world, you had to pick this hotel?
Oh, I thought you'd be glad to get the business.
Oh, you sure gave us the business on it. We'll try to make it as nice as possible. When is the happy event?
Well, why don't you ask the groom? Here's the happy couple now.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. The happy couple? You mean she and he? You and Max aren't? They're the ones who...
Jack and Max have had a thing going for years.
Billy Joe! Billy Joe!
Yes, Mom.
Come on down. I got some wonderful news about the wedding.
Mother, how can you be so happy at a time like this?
Billy Joe, meet Jack Marshall. Crazy guy flew in all the way from Cascade for the big event.
Well, how exciting.
Wait a minute. Jack flew in to marry Max.
You mean she and he? You and Max are... They're the ones who...
You can tell she's my daughter.
And if I'd gotten the wild idea that Steve was after her, I'd still be back in Cascade, spinning my wheels.
Congratulations, Steve, for not getting married. Congratulations, you two, for getting married. Thanks, Billy Joe. And Jack and I would be delighted if you and Steve would stand up with us at our ceremony. We love it. And now, if you'll all excuse me, I think I'll freshen up a bit.
Jack, you can share a bunk with me. Come on, I'll show you our room.
You better now?
You know something, Mom? That Max is a real nice guy.
All right,
soldier. Drop and give us 6. 6 hours, that is. Watch Sunday in the Barracks, a whole morning of Hogan's Heroes and the Phil Silvers Show. Tomorrow morning, starting at 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, right here on TV Land. Now stay tuned for Green Acres as Hooterville Saturday continues here in TV Land.
Petticoat Junction.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Questions to ask.
Yes, dear, what?
May I move to another room, like at the end of the hall?
Well, as I look at our reservation chart, you could move to practically any room in the hotel.
It is kind of slow, isn't it?
Our business couldn't be slower if we had a quarantine sign on the front door. Now, what was your second question?
That was answered by my first question. I wanted to buy a sweater outfit I saw in Pixley.
Oh, well, that's going to have to slide for a while. Until things pick up, and then it'll be first on the list.
Thanks, Mom. Aren't there any guests coming?
Mm-hmm. Mr. and Mrs. Gibney next week. They said they'd confirm their reservations.
Well, it'll get better.
I hope so. This red ink in the ledger's clashing with my nail polish.
I'll go down and get the mail.
Thank you.
Uncle Joe, they're beauties.
Yeah, they're sure biting this morning.
Well, what did you use for bait?
Oh, angleworms, night crawlers, grub worms. It's one of them mornings when they bite on most anything. He hung his tail over the stern of the boat, and a 12-inch crowd jumped up and took a nip at him.
Did that really happen?
Well, maybe it was only 6 inches.
I'll go get the mail. Oh, I was just coming to get the mail. Anything interesting?
Oh, nothing much. Advertising and a postcard from the Gibneys saying they're canceling out their reservation.
Oh, no. That's all Mom needs to hear.
The hotel business sure has been punk lately.
Yeah, and it's getting Mom down. I can tell.
Girls, I'm going to let you in on something. I've noticed, too, how bad business has been. And when I woke up this morning, I was all set to go look for a job, and he crossed me up.
Him?
While I was trying to decide what suit to wear, he came into my room carrying my fishing creel in his mouth.
You did that.
I told him I had to go look for a job, but he just sat there with the creel in his mouth, looking at me with them big soulful eyes and a whimpering.
So what'd you do?
What could I do? Not wanting to have a dog with a broken heart on my conscience, I took him fishing. That's where I got this great idea for increasing business at the Shady Rest.
We can sure use something.
Yeah, you know, this is so terrific, I was going to contact Conrad Hilton. Then I got to thinking, if it's good enough for him, why don't we put it into effect?
Well, let's hear it.
Well, like all other great ideas, I don't think you ought to talk about them and put a jinx on them. But I'm going to get on this right away.
Well, the sooner the better.
No, you don't. You don't get me to take you duck hunting. Notice how you have to watch this guy every minute? You give him a little encouragement and he'll lead you astray every time.
Hi, Joel.
Sam, I ain't going to waste any time. I'm coming right to the point. Who's the best fisherman in the valley?
Well, I am.
You are?
Well, if you can come right to the point, I can, too.
Who caught the biggest fish in Lost Lake last year?
I did.
I must be phrasing my questions wrong. How big was the biggest fish you caught out of Lost Lake?
I caught a 6-pounder.
Yeah? Well, I caught an 8-pounder.
Joe, your 8-pounder was a bicycle fender.
Yeah, but I had her hooked good. She didn't get loose. Who caught the biggest fish the year before last?
Well, let me see. I believe you did.
Correct. That brings me right to my point. As long as I can remember, either you or me caught the biggest fish out of Lost Lake.
I'll go along with you there.
Now, since we both agree on that, I would now like to present to you my proposition. Sam, with that thing going, you won't be able to hear my proposition.
What's that?
I said with that thing going, you won't be able to hear my proposition.
Exactly.
You listen to me. The Shady Rest Hotel, in conjunction with the Sam Drucker store, is going to sponsor this fishing derby on Lost Lake.
Hey, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
And the Sam Drucker store is putting up the prizes.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Now, don't get all shook, Sam. You're going to put up the prizes, but you don't have to pay for them.
I'm going to put up the prizes, but I don't have... Joe, were you out fishing this morning?
Yeah, I caught 5 beauties.
Were you sitting out in the middle of the lake in a boat for a couple hours with a hot sun on your head? Continue.
The first prize in this contest for catching the biggest fish out of Lost Lake is going to be an outboard motor, a rowboat, and a rod and a reel.
Joe, I can't afford to give anything like that away.
That's where the genius of my idea comes in. You don't give them away. You order them from mail order houses, and you got 30 days to pay for them, right?
Yeah?
Okay, so we put on the contest. You or me catches the biggest fish. We win the prize. Before the 30 days are up, we send them back, and nobody's out a dime. In the meantime, the Shady Rest is filled up with guests, and you're selling groceries like mad.
Joe, that's a good idea.
Thanks, Sam.
Only one thing wrong with it.
What's that?
You thought of it.
You can't turn down a great idea like that.
Oh, hi, Kate.
Hi, Sam. Uncle Joe, I didn't know you were here.
Oh, I was just passing the time of day.
Uh-huh. Sam, I'm going to need some flour.
I got a good buy on a 100-pound sack.
Oh, no, Sam. 25 pounds will be enough.
Oh, sure, Kate.
Yes, and tomato juice.
Your usual brand?
Uh-huh.
1 case of tomato juice.
No, Sam, just 6 cans.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have a few more things on the list. Would you mind filling it out and giving it to Uncle Joe? I have a few more errands to do in town.
Fine, Kate. I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Sam.
So long, Kate.
Sure cutting down on her order. Things a little quiet around the Shady Rest?
Quiet. You can hear the termites having their midnight snack. That's why I came to you with this fishing derby idea.
Well, why didn't you say so, Joe? That puts a whole different light on it. Well, for Kate Bradley, I'll do it.
Attaboy, Sam.
When it comes to helping Kate, I'd raffle off the store.
Hey, that's a great idea. I'll get the tickets printed.
Now, Joe! Forget the raffle. I was just talking through my hat.
Okay, I'll forget the raffle. But when it comes to this other idea, I don't want you talking through your fishing derby.
Bobby, Joe? Show these gentlemen to their rooms.
Right this way.
Now, Kate, how'd it go?
Fine. I just checked in 2 more guests.
Ah, you ain't seen nothing yet. I just put a call in clear up to Springfield to Rod Granger. He writes that fishing column for the Riverside Chronicle.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him.
I told him about our fishing derby, and we'd like to get him to write us up in his column and put in a plug in his radio show for us. One word from old Rod, we'll have more fishermen down here than we got fish.
Well, we don't want to be too greedy, Uncle Joe. I am pleased about the way business has picked up. But there's one thing that bothers me.
What's that?
How can Sam Drucker afford to give away those expensive prizes?
Well, Kate, in the business world, there's such a thing as promotional merchandising. And to make that work, the fiscal collateral in the accrued inventory has to balance up against the annual fiduciary. Understand?
Yeah. We're in trouble. Uncle Joe, answer.
No competition. Ought to handicap myself, fish without a hook.
5 pounds, 4 ounces.
Well, those are a couple of real nice fish. Yeah, but try this one on your scales. And then warm up that outboard.
That's a beauty. 6 pounds, 6 ounces. That's the biggest one so far. Your name?
R. Grant.
Hey, that's quite a fish you got there.
It's a dandy, isn't it?
Yeah, you can be mighty proud of that one.
Yes, sir.
But, take a reading on this one.
That looks bigger than the other one.
It better be.
7 pounds, 3 ounces. Yours is the winner so far, Uncle Joe.
Well, when you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
Like taking candy away from a baby. Don't tell me you guys are wasting your time on this fishing contest.
Bobby Joe, will you weigh this fish for me?
Oh, no, Charlie. I can catch bigger fish than that trolling off the back of the cannonball.
What about this one, Bobby Joe?
I guess you guys don't understand the contest. It's for catching the biggest fish, not the smallest.
Oh, is that the way it works?
Floyd, how come you bring a little bitty minnow like that home?
Why did I bring this home? Because this is the bait that caught this.
Oh, my gosh.
See how much it weighs.
7 pounds, 7 ounces. That's 4 more ounces than yours, Uncle Joe.
Don't feel bad, Joe. I'll take you for a ride in my outboard motorboat.
Oh, shut up. Let's have another weighing on that fish.
Oh, I made a mistake reading the scales.
That's what I thought.
It's 2 more ounces. 7 pounds, 9 ounces.
Close that door.
What do you want to see me about, Joe?
Sit right there in that chair. Floyd, have you read the rules to this contest?
I didn't even know you had any.
I thought not. Well, Rule 4, Section C says that no friend of the sponsors can be a winner.
What?
The rules generally read that the sponsor can't win.
Well, that's where this contest is different.
Boy, how it's different.
You got any beefs, take it up with the chairman of the contest.
Who's that?
Me. If you don't like what the chairman says, take it up with the fellow that's judging the contest.
I might just do that. Who's the fella that's judging the contest?
Me.
If I didn't know better, I'd think this contest is rigged.
I know better, and it is.
What a cheater. I bet you'd pick if you was playing hide-and-go-seek.
Boys, what's going on here?
Well, I caught the biggest fish, and he tells me I'm not eligible for the prizes.
Well, in the first place, the contest isn't over yet.
Yeah, but Floyd's fish will hold up, Kate.
And because I'm a friend of the sponsors, he says I'm not eligible.
Well, that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
Joe! Hey, Joe! Oh, Joe, I did it. An 8-pounder. Biggest one so far.
Good work, Sam. Floyd, you had a point there about excluding friends. I now declare you re-eligible.
Boys, I'd like to have a talk with you. I get a feeling that somewhere in this contest there's a hidden hook, and I don't think it's on the end of a fishing line. And if I had known how you got those prizes, I would never have agreed to this contest. Frankly, Sam Drucker, I'm surprised at you operating that way.
Well, Kate, the only thing on my mind was trying to do something that'd help get the Shady Rest some business.
Well, I appreciate that, but we don't need business that bad. Now, we're going to pay for those prizes if I have to put the Shady Rest in hock. Correction, more hock.
Uncle Joe, you wanted at the desk.
Mr. Carson?
Yes, sir.
I'm Rod Granger with the Riverside Chronicle. You called the other day about the fishing derby.
Yeah, glad to meet you. Well, this is Mrs. Bradley, the owner of the Shady Rest. Mr. Drucker, they're co-sponsors of the contest.
You do?
Your fishing derby sounded real fine on the phone, but I thought I ought to come up and check it out. No offense, but these local contests aren't always what they're cracked up to be. You know, the grand prizes they're supposed to have, and then the winners go to collect, and they just aren't there. You know what I mean.
Yes, we know what you mean.
I'm glad to see you've got a legitimate contest. While I was waiting for the cannonball, I saw all those fabulous prizes in front of Drucker's store. Frankly, I don't know how you can afford it.
Frankly, that makes four of us.
While I was up here, I thought I'd enter the contest myself.
Well, you do a little fishing too, huh?
A little?
Yeah, I was wondering. I didn't see your pole.
Oh, I've got it right here in the case.
Oh, say, that's a beauty.
One of the prizes I got for catching the largest trout in Montana.
You caught the largest trout in Montana?
Of course, it wasn't quite the thrill of catching the largest bass in Colorado or the largest muskie in Minnesota. Those contests, I got a new car and house trailer.
Yeah. I guess when it comes to little prizes like outboard motors or a skiff, you don't even bother to pick them up, even if you do get lucky and win.
I think I would.
You would?
Well, I haven't practiced my casting in a couple of days. I think I'll go out and try it.
Uncle Joe, why don't you get his address and ship him the prizes? It'll save a lot of time.
Still got to catch the biggest fish. And blocking him's the two of us, eh, Sam?
Yeah, but right now I don't feel like much of a bottleneck.
Get back, Sam, so you don't get snagged.
Of course, the proper way to practice is to have a target to aim at.
Why don't you aim at that rosebud on that bush right there?
All right, I'll give it a try. Not too good, but about a quarter of an inch off center. Hey, let's see if we can get that mosquito in midair.
Let's go dig some worms. I'll be in for breakfast in a minute, Kate. Well, you girls are on the job early.
It's the last day of the fishing derby. We're going to be busy.
You seen that Granger fella around?
He's already left for the lake. He got up quite early.
Well, if he wants to waste his time, that's his business. I checked Doc Benjamin's almanac, and according to the moon, the fish won't be biting this afternoon.
Is Doc Benjamin usually right?
Oh, he never misses. He's the one that got me to bury the penny in the cantaloupe rind to cure my gout. Oh, hi, Sam. You down here again? I thought you had a store to run.
I do have a store to run. That is until this fishing derby's over.
Ah, Sam, relax.
I got Eb running the store for me on a cost-plus basis.
Cost-plus basis?
Yeah, 50 cents an hour cost, plus all the soda pop he can drink and all the cookies he can eat. The only chance I have of staying solvent is if he gets sick.
Come on, everybody. Breakfast ready. Oh, Sam, that includes you too.
Well, thank you, Kate.
Oh, you're back so soon? What did you do, lose your tackle? That's a tough lake to fish with all that underwater snags and stuff.
Well, I thought I'd call it quits for today.
That's one of the disadvantages you have around here when you're a stranger.
Yeah, this is the only one I was able to hook.
Oh, what a fish. Let me weigh it for you.
You'll never beat your 8-pounder, Sam.
9 pounds, 3 ounces. Golly.
Congratulations, Mr. Granger.
Thank you. Here's where you can send the prizes. I've really enjoyed this visit, and I certainly appreciate the wonderful treatment I've received. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put an item in my column about the Shady Rest and Drucker's store.
Thank you. And when you do, put a black border around it.
What do you want to see us about, Mom?
Now, listen carefully. I want all of you to drop whatever you're doing and go fishing at Lost Lake.
But, Mom, Steve has a crop dusting job.
That's all right. I can take some time out. I know how important this is.
I wonder if you could crop dust one of those big trout when they jump. No, I guess that isn't in the rules.
I've got some pretty good luck at Lost Lake, Mrs. Bradley. I'll give it my best try.
Yeah, Mom, we'll give it our best try.
Fishing, that is. Well, really, no. There's a time for smooching, there's a time for fishing. And believe me, this is the time for fishing. Now, get going. Come on.
Be right with you.
Okay.
Boy, I've never seen it so dull out here. Worse than when we were fishing offshore.
Yeah, if this keeps up, I'm going to cancel my subscription to Doc Benjamin's Almanac.
You know, the only way we can win this contest is to catch old Mike, and we've been after him for 12 years without any luck.
This is where he hangs out, right around here. Oh, I think I got him. Yeah, that's a big one, all right.
Take it easy, Joe. Reel it in. Go.
He's coming.
Now, careful. Careful.
Don't touch it. Hello. He's coming up. He's coming to the surface. I got him. There he is.
Congratulations, Joe. You got the mate to the bicycle fender you caught last year.
Nice fish, gentlemen, but they're not big enough to beat out Mr. Granger. I'm sorry.
Well, it was a lot of fun anyway. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a couple more for the icebox.
Mom, we didn't even get a bite.
You mean you got skunked?
Well, not exactly. Here, boy.
Oh, no.
He caught him in the shallow water.
You win first prize in the dog category.
Well, the time has come.
You mean you're going to quit?
You quit just because the fishing's a little slow? No, I mean the time has come to employ my secret weapon. I never told it. I never told anybody, Joe. See this little lure here? This little doozy has got me my biggest fish year after year, and I figured I waited long enough.
We got to make our move. It's about an hour before sundown, the end of the contest.
Yeah, well, don't worry. This will do it. First, I got to put on some stronger leader.
While you're messing around, I'm going to show you how to snag old Mike. And this is a cast that's going to do it.
Yeah, well, be careful, Joe.
You know, Sam, to be frank with you, I never did think you looked too good in that hat anyway.
That's it.
Best I could do, Mrs. Bradley, but I'm afraid it's not good enough.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
And we fished every minute, Mom.
Oh, I believe you, dear. I believe you.
That was just for good luck.
Well, how about putting those in the icebox, huh?
Okay.
Thank you. Sam, any luck? Oh, there's no need to answer. Where's Uncle Joe?
He's coming.
He's our only hope.
What happened to you?
You wouldn't believe it, Kate.
Oh, I'll believe it.
I had him. I had old Mike on the line. He would have won the prize, too. I had him.
He broke the line? He slipped off the hook?
Well, what then?
Go ahead. Tell him.
Fell in. Sorry, Kate. I guess I got us in trouble again by opening my big yap.
That's all right, Uncle Joe.
No, it ain't all right. I was so sure Sam or me could win. But I'll make it up to you. Give me a hand, will you, Sam?
Okay.
It may take years, Kate, but I'll pay for them prizes somehow.
Brace yourself, Joe.
I'll pick apples. I'll build fences.
Hey, what's this?
Go, Mike! Go, Mike!
Let's wait.
10 pounds, 1 ounce. Winner! Oh, Uncle Joe, that's wonderful.
You know, it sure amazes me
What amazes you?
how sometimes you folks have such little faith in your old Uncle Joe. Don't you try to hog the spotlight. I got you beat by 9 pounds.
The best TV westerns are right here in TV Land, and you can see them all in one place every Sunday. It's TV Land Goes West, a 4-hour block of vintage western dramas and comedies. Watch TV Land Goes West this Sunday, starting at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, right here. Now stay tuned for Green Acres, next on Nick at Night's TV Land.
Petticoat Junction.
I'm riding a little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Kate, you never looked better. You're prettier than the front page of a seed catalog.
Wonder where Andy Parker is. I'm going to miss my connection, sure.
Oh, he'll get here. He always does. And how long you figure on staying in the city, Kate? Overnight, I expect.
Yeah, just about that, true.
I did that once at a grocer's convention, 1956. I'll never forget that hotel. Fancy? Why, they even had a fella in an admiral's uniform to open the door.
Oh, well, that's pretty impressive, all right.
Hey, what are you going for, Kate?
Well, if you don't mind, Sam, I'd rather not say.
Oh, I don't mind. Not a bit. I respect your privacy. If there's one thing a person's entitled to, it's his privacy. And I respect it. You got relatives there?
No, Sam. No, I haven't.
Well, I just thought some might have moved in. You know, not that I'm prying, Mike. I wouldn't pry for the world. Especially if somebody's going on private business. If that's what you're going on.
That's what I'm going on.
Yeah? Well, I don't want to pry. You know, if you don't feel like saying anything, just don't say it.
Good.
I mean, if you got a secret, you tell somebody, then it's not a secret anymore.
That's right.
Even if that somebody is a person that wild horses couldn't drag it out of.
Sam, you really want to know, don't you?
Well, Kate? Kate Bradley, why are you all dressed up? What's going on? Where are you going and what for?
Now, that's what I call a prior.
Oh, there's Andy.
Oh, Kate, you're going to the city. Why? How come I haven't heard about this?
Selma, does it bother you not to know my plans? Bye, Selma.
Where's she going? What's happening? She'd tell you, I know she would. Sam, I'm about to make a large payment on my bill.
Well, I'll tell you, Selma. She's going to accept the Nobel Peace Prize for keeping her nose out of other people's business.
It's just not like Mom, going off to the city without telling anybody anything.
You kids still fretting over why your mom went to town yesterday?
Aren't you?
Why worry about a thing when shrewd deduction gives you the answer?
Uncle Joe, you know. You figured it out?
Oh, yes, my dear, elementary. Take this magazine, for instance. Observe what it contains.
It's just an ordinary magazine.
Ah, yes. But check this ad on page 86.
How to find your perfect mate.
That's a new science fiction way of finding out who goes with who. You fill out this form, tell them all about yourself, your likes, your dislikes, everything. Then they send it through this big machine, and out comes your perfect mate. I sent in one once.
And they sent back your perfect mate?
Well, I guess at that time they hadn't quite worked all the bugs out of the system.
Why? What happened?
Well, they said my perfect mate was a Cocker Spaniel named Ralph.
We heard it, boy.
Big deal. If you're so smart, why don't you bark before we hear the whistle?
That's a special whistle. It must mean Mom's home.
Why, you just made a lucky guess.
Lloyd, would you please?
Did she tell? Did you, Kate?
Charlie, I told you, not until the family's here.
Couldn't give us a hint, huh?
She's a tough one, Charlie. I've been primed with all the skill at my command.
That don't mean much. You ain't exactly Mr. District Attorney.
Uncle Joe.
Now that everybody's here, how about it, Kate?
Well, I hope you'll excuse me. I don't want to make a big thing out of this, but this is probably the biggest deal I ever got involved in.
Kate, you haven't gone and done something without my shrewd counsel.
Oh, well, I'm afraid so, Uncle Joe.
All right, let's have it. How much they stick you for?
Well, according to the figures I have here, it's the other way around.
What do you mean, Mom? What figures?
Yeah, Kate, what's the deal?
Well, I've arranged to sell the hotel.
Sell the Shady
It isn't so. You're kidding.
I had a feeling I should have gone along with you.
No. Let's all go up to the hotel, and we'll have some refreshments, and I think I can show you that we really have cause to celebrate.
Okay. Gee, I didn't even know she was thinking of
Lloyd, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh, no trouble at all. Anything for a tycoonist.
So what all of this means is that I'll be able to help each of you girls do whatever you want. Finish college, travel, have a career. I'll even be able to help a little when you get married, too. Then when all the birds have flown the nest, Uncle Joe and I will be able to sit back and take it easy.
Hey, now you're getting to the good part. Only kidding. Tell the truth, Kate. I got to admit you swung a pretty shrewd deal. Guess some of the old Carson cunning rubbed off over the years.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Mom, you're fabulous. Absolutely terrific. Let's hear it for Mom. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. What's the best rain on the track? Cannonball.
Cannonball?
That's the only cheer we know. It's the spirit that counts.
Oh, of course it is. And in that case, thank you and toot-toot.
Oh, my gosh. Speaking of toots, that reminds me. We were supposed to be in Pixley at 2:30. It's almost that now.
Don't worry, we'll make it up.
How?
We won't go.
What's all this?
Breakfast in bed for the big wheeler dealer.
Oh, nonsense. I haven't had breakfast in bed since I had you.
Well, you're going to have to get used to living a life of leisure, so you might as well start now.
Honey, you happy about all this?
Oh, Mom, I'm just as proud of you as I can be, making a big deal like that.
Well, that doesn't answer my question. Are you happy about it?
Well, there is one thing.
Yeah?
If we leave, what about my career with the Hooterville Hawks?
Honey, you're graduating. You won't be playing anyway.
Yeah, but I'm up for coach.
Oh, Casey Bradley.
Might be my life's career.
One fine day, that little fella with the bow and arrow is going to come along and choose you for a target and shoot you right out of the coach's box.
Really?
Well, I hope so. I wouldn't want my grandchildren running around saying my mommy is a baseball coach. Thanks.
Course number 2, bacon and eggs. There you are, Madame. Bacon crisp, eggs over easy.
Would you check the number on my door? I get a feeling I'm in the presidential suite.
No, but you are the first lady.
Oh, thanks, honey. I take it you're pleased with my deal.
Pleased? Mom, I'm thrilled. Why, this means I can live.
Live? Well, I was under the impression that was what you were doing the past 20 years.
I mean, live with a capital L. I want to be a poet. I want to go to Greenwich Village and write and live and mingle. I want to...
Just a minute. Hold it. Now, write, okay. Live, okay. Mingle, we're going to have to talk about.
I had a hunch you'd feel that way. Well, maybe it's just as well.
It is?
Uh-huh. If I go to Greenwich Village and become a poet, and Tommy Johnson stays here and goes into his father's feed and grain business, we may gradually drift apart.
It could put a strain on togetherness, all right. So why don't you play it by ear and see what happens?
I guess you're right. Thanks, Mom.
What are you doing, Mom? Taking inventory?
No. I'm making up a shopping list. Life goes on, you know, and we'll be here a while yet.
I know. That'll give me time to decide.
Decide what?
Well, you know what my dream has always been.
Hollywood.
Right. Well, I was thinking, what if I went all the way out there and got discovered?
Then I guess you'd be a movie star.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what's wrong with being a movie star? Seems like a nice line of work.
Sure.
Ooh, such enthusiasm.
Well, gosh, what's the fun of being a movie star if you don't have a home to come back to so you can brag a little?
I guess you got a problem, all right.
Hey, Case, Cannonball waiting down at the stop.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't hear the whistle. Well, cheer up, dear. Maybe you'll have a streak of luck and not be discovered.
Floyd.
Here she comes.
Hi, boys. I didn't hear the whistle.
We didn't blow it.
And we may never blow it again.
Not for the Shady rest, anyhow.
But why?
After you go, things won't be the same.
Not the same at all.
There's the reason we didn't blow the whistle.
Oh?
Charlie's right, Kate. I got the feeling so bad. I got the crying. And I got the wood all wet and it wouldn't burn. That meant we couldn't get no steam up. And when he finally pulled the cart, all the whistle would do was go...
Pitiful.
Now, boys, let's pull ourselves together. After all, this isn't my last trip, you know.
No, but it soon will be.
No.
All right, Floyd, you holler board and we'll be on our way.
Board.
Grandpa, I'd appreciate your taking your whittling outside. You're getting shavings all over the floor.
You're right, Sam. Worst winter we've had since 1906.
No, Grandpa. I'm talking about shavings on the floor.
Well, that's up to you. If you want to shave on the floor, go ahead. I prefer standing in front of the mirror. You know, Sam, you may be great shakes as a grocer, but I won't give you anything for sweeping. Look at all them shavings you left on the floor.
Grocery store? Oh, hi, Sarah. Yeah, I heard about Kate Bradley going to sell the Shady Rest. Yeah, well, I'll feel as bad about Kate leaving as you do. Oh, Sarah, Kate's just coming in the store now.
Hello, Grandpa.
Sore head's on the phone talking to Kate.
I'll do that, Sarah. Kate, Sarah says she's very sorry to hear about your leaving.
You know, if you don't mind, I'll finish my whittling outside.
Well, Grandpa, don't leave on my account.
At least. Why, them snowdrifts will be 5 feet high. Worst winter we've had since 1906.
So, you heard the exciting news?
Yeah, I've heard the news, but I don't think it's too exciting.
Well, Sam, do you realize what selling the Shady Rest will mean?
Yeah, I realize what it'll mean to us.
Us?
You and me. With you moving away, things won't be the same between us.
Well, if it'll make you feel any better, and I do move to the big city, I'll write you a letter every month and send you a grocery order.
Kate, now you're making fun.
Oh, if I am, I didn't mean to.
Oh, Kate, you know that down through the years, we've always had sort of a quiet understanding.
Sam, are you saying...
Well, I'm not just talking about half dozen lemons or 10 pounds of sugar or a carton of cottage cheese. I'm talking about, well, romance. Said it.
Sam?
As I say, Kate, it's been sort of a quiet understanding.
It's practically been deaf and dumb.
Well, I'm not the pushy type.
That you aren't, Sam.
I know you can tell my feelings.
How could I?
Kate, don't tell me you never noticed that whenever you order pork chops, I always trim the fat before I weigh them. And while the scale's registering, I always hold both thumbs in plain view.
Oh, it's been an honest romance, all right.
Now you're making fun again.
No, I'm not, Sam. I've always felt very close to you.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, what timing she's got. Like a porcupine at a nudist convention.
Kate, what is this I hear about you selling the Shady Rest and leaving the valley?
Oh, it's true, Selma.
But you can't leave. You just can't.
You don't want me to leave?
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Elsa, please think so.
Oh, that didn't come out right, Kate. I just don't want to see you leave.
Why, Selma.
Oh, we've had the most beautiful rivalry. You're the only worthy opponent I have in the valley. It just won't be the same, railroading through legislation in the every other Wednesday afternoon discussion club. Without your familiar, I object.
You're the one who says I object.
Oh, well, without you, I won't have anything to object to. Oh, if you leave, who am I going to...
Despise?
There, see how I need you? You always come up with the right words.
It's been a beautiful relationship already.
What do you suppose it is, Uncle Joe?
There's only one thing it can be. Papers for the sale of the Shady Rest.
Well, I'll say one thing. I'm sure going to miss you all.
Miss us? What are you talking about?
Steve, what are you saying?
Look, I didn't mean to drop a bomb. It's just that, well, I like it here. And what's more, I have a business here. So I'll be staying.
You mean even after we go away?
Well, like I say, I have a business to consider. And I doubt if there's much call for crop dusting in Greenwich Village or at Hollywood and Vine.
Well, then maybe I'll stay. Well, I'll get along. I can manage the Hooterville Hawks and be your mechanic on the side. You mean you stay here after we have to go away? Nothing doing. Why? What's wrong?
Well, can't you see, shortstop, how unfair that is? I mean, while they're out struggling to be poets and movie stars, you'd get to stay here and be a grease monkey.
I'm not so sure I want to be a poet.
Well, I'm not so sure I want to be a movie star. Not right this minute, anyway.
Hold it. Steve, you may not be able to see how this whole thing will zoom our dynasty right to the top.
How?
Well, out here, we're lost. In the city, we'll set up headquarters where everybody will know us, in the middle of the financial center, right on the corner of Dunn and Bradstreet.
Sorry, Joe.
No go?
No go.
Don't tell me, let me guess, we just inherited $1 million. No. Uncle Joe was named Secretary of State.
Oh, I wasn't even running.
Really? Well, it's going to be hard to guess what put those big smiles on your bright and shining faces.
What did it?
Oh, thank you.
Well?
Well, this is it. Mr. Holloway will be here in the morning with the final papers. Isn't that nice? No, it isn't nice. You know, for an idea that started out to be nothing short of terrific, this has turned out to be the flop of the season.
Isn't there some way you can get out of it?
Sure. She hasn't signed the papers yet.
Mr. Holloway and I shook hands.
Shaking ain't signing.
Oh, Uncle Joe. Come on, let's look on the bright side of it. We've talked about it. As a matter of fact, you know what this calls for? A celebration. And that's what we're going to have.
We're going to celebrate leaving?
We're going to celebrate a step forward. We're going to ask all of our friends. Uncle Joe, you get the volunteer band together. And the girls and I will start to get busy on the refreshments. And then we'll have a real good time. Here we go, some refreshments. Here you are, Selma.
Thank you, Kay.
Why, Grandma, you actually sound sad.
Well, after all, you are leaving, and you are one of my oldest, very oldest friends.
Oh, come on. This is a party. It's supposed to be a fun-filled occasion. Uncle Joe, have the band play a number. It might liven up the party, huh?
Sure, Kate. Can you fellas play Tiptoe Through the Tulips?
Sure, but it'll come out hot time in the old town tonight.
How come?
Because that's the only song we know.
That song we played the other night at rehearsal wasn't Hot Time in the Old Town Tonight.
It was supposed to be.
No wonder I got through leading before you got through playing. All right, let's try it. Oh, Sam, will you wake up Grandpa?
Hey, Grandpa!
I thought you caught me napping, didn't you?
Grandpa, we haven't started to play yet.
Oh, I don't mind if I do. My feet are killing me.
All right, let's take it.
Hold it, Joe, hold it.
What now?
He's not ready to play.
I'll have to sit this one out, fellers.
How come?
Just thinking of Kate and the girls moving away made me feel so sad I lost my pucker.
I feel as bad about it as you do, Floyd, but we got a party going, so let's play. A 1, a 2. Now.
Of course I know how.
That's better. Now, every time there's a pause, you do that. You got it? All right, let's take it.
Mr. Holloway.
Mrs. Bradley, I didn't intend to drop in on you at this hour, but I ran into this young man in Pixley who was kind enough to fly me down here.
I figured why stay at the Pixley House when you'd enjoy Shady Rest hospitality.
He's one of our biggest boosters. Let's go into the dining room where we can talk quietly.
Fine, I have all the papers in order to sign.
Hey, Joe, who's that fella?
That's got to be Mr. Holloway, the man that Kate's selling the Shady Rest to.
Joe, don't say that. You made me lose my pucker again.
Everything's written up as we discussed it, but you take your time if you'd care to look it over.
If you don't mind.
Kate signed yet, Joe?
Not yet. They're still looking over the papers.
Boy, I wish there's something I could do.
Say, any of you fellas know how to play Old Lang Syne?
Hey, now I remember. That's the song we was trying to rehearse the other night.
Let's play it. Play it real sad.
That's the only way we can play it.
All right. 1, a 2, Sadder, Sam.
Joe, how can you get sadder on the drums?
Everything seems to be in order, just as you said.
Floyd, don't get any sadder. We'll start making bubbles and we'll have champagne music.
Mrs. Bradley, you don't want to sign, do you?
Oh, but just at the moment,
I understand.
No, but I gave you my word. I'm not backing out.
No, but I am. Before I got my chain of hotels, I started out with a little country place myself. I think I realize what you're up against. You know something, Mrs. Bradley? I envy you.
Thank you.
I'm not going to sell it.
Mrs. Bradley's not selling the hotel.
Oh, Mr. Carson, Kate isn't selling after all.
You hear that, fellas? Kate ain't selling out.
Hey, Grandpa, do you hear that? Huh? Kate ain't selling out.
No,
One, two.
Nick at Night's TV Land has uncovered 3 rare television oddities from our huge archives. Annie Potts in Good Time Girls, George Wendt in Making the Grade, and Rock Hudson in The Devlin Connection. They're big stars on the little screen on Saturday Cavalcade, starting at 12 noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Now stay tuned for Green Acres, next on Nick at Night's TV Land.
Petticoat Junction.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Thanks, Steve. See you at the hotel.
What is that?
Look like a girl.
Mom, I didn't see you.
Well, it's a good thing or you'd have run smack dab into the side of the house.
Something important. A special delivery letter from the Howe Publishing Company.
Hot dog, I won the contest. I knew there were 14 rabbits hidden in that picture.
This is addressed to Miss Bobby Joe Bradley.
Yeah? How many rabbits did you guess?
Oh, it's much more important than that. Read it, Mom.
Oh?
Go ahead.
Dear Miss Bradley, we're pleased to inform you that your submission, Tears at Twilight, has been accepted for publication. Oh, Bobby Joe. Isn't that exciting?
Sure is. Means I got another chance at that contest. I knew there were 14 rabbits in that picture. Triple check. Oh, just a joshing. That's terrific, Bobby Joe. Shows you got some of that Carson literary blood.
You know, you spread so much of that Carson blood around, it's a wonder you have any left for yourself.
Eb, this is the biggest story to hit the valley in a long time, so I want the Guardian to cover it fully. You understand?
Yeah, you want the Guardian to cover it fully.
Oh, well, I don't have anybody else to send, so you got to go interview Bobby Joe. I'm setting up her life story because I've known her ever since she was born.
Oh, well, then I won't ask her what her life story is.
Now, all I want you to get is a picture and a quotable quote.
Right. What's a quotable quote?
One that we can quote.
Oh, right.
Well, get going.
Yes, sir. Only, it'll be a bit before I can get started.
Why?
Well, I can't interview a celebrity, especially as pretty a one as Bobby Joe, like this.
What do you figure on doing?
Sarah, get me Elmer's barbershop. Elmer, this is me. El, anybody in the chair? Good. Hold it open, because I'm coming over for action. That's right, I want the works. Haircut, shave, witch hazel, toilet water, Yoy Day cologne. If it smells, I want it. Don't worry, Mr. Drucker. I'm on my way. What was it I was supposed to get?
A quotable quote.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Yoy de Cologne.
You want a what?
Interview Bobby Joe for the press. See?
Yeah, I see. What do you got on?
Yoy de Cologne. Kind of gets to you, don't it?
Smell like a barbershop coming out of a barbershop.
Did you get Bobby Joe? They're holding the presses.
Okay. Howdy, Joe. Come on down and be interviewed with the press.
Hi, Ep. I see you're here on business.
Got to interview Bobby Joe for a special issue of the World Guardian.
Oh, Sam Drucker's going all out, is he?
You got no idea. He's pushing the lead story clear back to page 2.
That ain't so far back.
It is when all you've got is 2 pages. What is the lead story?
All about Fred Ziffel buying contact lenses for his pig, Arnold.
Bobby Joe really rates, doesn't he?
Just a minute, young fella. Before you interview my client, we better have a briefing.
What kind? What briefing?
Kate, you know how they do at them White House press conferences? I got to know the questions he's going to ask so I can make Bobby Joe look good.
Oh, well, I certainly want Bobby Joe to look good. Well, what are the questions?
Oh, I go by what the correspondence school teaches. The 5 W's that every newspaper man has.
What are they?
Who, what, where, when, and why.
Oh, that's easy. Who? Bobby Joe. What? She wrote a poem and sold it to a magazine.
Yeah.
Where? In the city.
Hot dog. Boy, this is working out great.
When? The letter came yesterday.
Yeah.
Why? She said it and I liked it.
Boy, I got to keep up the payments on this course. Thanks a million, Miss Bradley.
Hi, Ep.
Hi, Bobby Joe. Hold it. Bye, Bobby Joe.
Hey, I thought I was supposed to be interviewed.
You just were. Golly, I almost forgot. I'm supposed to get a quotable quote.
Quotable quotes are hard to come by.
Hey, that's a nifty. Quotable quotes are hard to come by. Quoted. Bobby Joe. Thanks, Bobby Joe.
Well, here you are, folks, hot off the press. Practically the whole front page is about Bobby Joe.
Golly, look, imagine the whole page.
Sam Drucker hasn't devoted a whole page to one story since the fire at the popcorn factory.
That was a big story?
It was when the molasses factory next door exploded. Hooterville had history's first 800-pound popcorn ball. I'll say one thing. If this doesn't give Bobby Joe the big head, nothing will.
Oh, don't you worry about my Bobby Joe. A little publicity isn't going to turn her head, even though her name is mentioned 10 times.
11. Excuse me, I'd like to get started on a scrapbook.
I'm not worried about Bobby Joe. Not one bit.
The trees, the breeze, the stars, and I seem heaven-touched whene'er I fly.
No kidding.
I made that up just now.
No kidding.
What do you think of it?
Well, except for the fact that we weren't flying in the trees and the wind wasn't blowing and stars weren't out. It says it all.
You don't understand poets.
Hi, sweetie. You're just in time to help me with some preserves.
Oh, gosh.
What's the matter?
It's just at the moment I have inspiration.
Oh, my goodness. Well, there's no fever.
Mom, you know what I mean. This is something you have to do while it's hot.
I know. It's the same with preserves. So you go ahead. I'll get one of your sisters to help me. Huh?
Okay.
Steve, you're just the fellow I want to see.
Sure, what about?
You you take Bobby Joe flying this morning?
Well, yeah, I had a quick job, and she went along. She said something about how inspirational it was to soar through the heavens.
Is that what you did?
You could call it that if you had a good imagination. Mostly I crop dusted Newt Kiley's rutabaga patch.
You sure you didn't fly too close to the hot sun, her being bareheaded and all?
We stayed pretty clear of the sun. What's up?
She's been acting kind of peculiar. She's up in her room right now, strumming on a guitar and calling the wind Mariah.
Well, I think it's a better name than Ralph.
This is serious, Steve. I think it goes back to her childhood. You know that poem she wrote for that magazine?
Tears at Twilight?
Yeah, that's the one. You know what it's all about?
No, I've never read it.
I haven't either, but I think I figured out what it's all about.
Oh?
Several years ago, when she was just a little tyke, she disobeyed her mother by not coming straight home. She played in the schoolyard until almost twilight. When she got home, dinner was all over and there wasn't anything for her to eat. So she goes up to her room and cries herself to sleep, and that's why she calls the poem Tears at Twilight.
Well, that's something to think about, all right.
Sure is. We got to keep an eye on that kid.
Hi, honey.
Mom? I don't know if I should even bring this up or not, but, have you noticed anything different about Bobby Joe lately?
Well, no, not really.
I mean, since she's become an authoress, the way she's been acting. Like yesterday, she asked me if she could trade rooms. And do you know why? Because my room has such an inspiring view.
Well, I think she's allowed a little artistic temperament. After all, she did sell one of her writings to a magazine.
Yeah, but an inspiring view. My room looks over the clothesline and the abandoned chicken coop.
Oh, let's not worry about it, huh? Bobby Joe's a very sensible girl. I keep telling myself.
Maybe so, but there are a lot of other nutty things she's been doing. Are you talking about Bobby Joe?
Yeah, I've been worried about her, too. Now, listen, you two. It is not right to be discussing your sister when she isn't here to defend herself. Oh, there's the cannonball. Go on down and get the mail.
Okay, if you don't want to hear about it.
Now, hold it. What don't I want to hear about?
Well, yesterday I ran into May Aldridge, and she said that Bobby Joe's been running around with a different crowd at college.
Different in what way?
Well, kooks.
Kooks? Oh, I'd have to see that to believe it.
Kate, you ought to see the fellow Bobby Joe's coming up the path with.
What about him?
Well, he's got a beard. Looks like some sort of a kook. Either that or he's selling cough drops.
Well, at least she's bringing him home.
That Bobby Joe, she brings home the darndest thing. Remember the time she brought home that old mangy flea bit? This is one time I'm with you.
Don't mind the dog.
He's just jealous because you got more hair in the end.
You be quiet, boy.
Mom?
Yes, dear.
I'd like for you to meet Stanley Harper.
How do you do, Stanley?
And this is my uncle, Mr. Joe Carson, and my sisters, Billy Joe and Betty Joe.
Hi.
Hi.
Cuckoo.
Stanley's one of our leading intellectuals. He's sort of taken me under his wing.
Why?
Because she's a good kid. All she needs is to be with it.
With what?
The Charlie. The action. How do you lay it down, man? It's like, what's happening?
Do you understand him?
I think some of it's in English.
Vera, would you mind?
Break it up. She means you, too.
Let's all sit down.
Mom, Stanley wants to know if he can take me to a coffee house in Springdale.
Coffee house? Exactly what is a coffee house?
A coffee house
Does an establishment where the individual drinks coffee?
That makes sense. What does the individual put in his coffee when he drinks it?
One is free to make his own choice.
Choice of what?
Cream or sugar?
Well, that's nice. Is this all you do in a coffee house? Drink coffee?
Think. Think.
About what?
About the things intellectuals dwell on. Life and, life.
Ruby.
And they have entertainment, too.
Oh, say, you know, Bobby Joe, Floyd and Charlie have an act with their two-man band.
Not that kind of entertainment.
It's like readings and poems, like that.
It's all very intellectual. Couldn't I go, Mom? Couldn't I?
Well, it doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, thanks,
I
Mom.
guess-
You're terrific.
Petticoat Junction.
Oh, hi there. Here for the day?
Yeah, chalked up another one. Is Bobby Joe around? She wanted me to pick up a few extra copies of The Guardian.
No, she just took off for that coffee house in Springdale.
What's she doing in that trap?
Trap? What do you know about it?
Well, the other day I was over that way on business, so I dropped in for laughs. I think it was for laughs. With all those ding-a-lings hanging around, it was hard to tell.
Ding-a-lings? Are you trying to tell me it's not a proper place for my Bobby Joe?
No, not exactly.
Oh.
It's entirely up to you. But if it was a daughter of mine, I wouldn't want her hanging around a joint like that.
Steve, you come back here. Will you take me to this place? I think I should see for myself.
Okay, as soon as I shower and change clothes. Although why I should for a dive like that, I'll never know.
This is it.
This is the place.
Don't order me anything. You get the feeling somebody's watching you? She's gonna do something. But she forgot what? What do you suppose that is?
It's a self-portrait.
Hey, you're right.
You want to buy it? Oh, I don't know. You got change for a ruble?
Careful, you may have to take the whole wall. You suppose they ever make a move?
Nope.
I think the girl's winning.
Which one's the girl?
Soft one.
Oh, yeah?
Wonder when it blasts off.
Never get off the ground.
Say, isn't that someone we know?
Why, George, I believe that's a relative of yours.
Hi, Stanley. Well, if it isn't Bobby Joe.
Mom, please.
What? Oh. Sounds like a fun topic. The eagle screams, the dove falters. All is black. Mercy cries, mercy, but no one hears. Eyes see the castaway lives in the heart of the city. Weep for him. Beautiful, I could cry. Yeah, I thought it was sort of sad, too.
You liked it, didn't you, Steve?
Oh, I thought the first line was a gas, but from there on it kind of went downhill.
It was a real catchy tune, though. Well, honey, what am I supposed to say? Obviously, nobody liked it. They didn't applaud.
They never applaud. Only once in a great while. That's what makes the artist strive to be ever better.
Well, that one has only one way to go.
She's one of the great ones.
You're kidding. Wait till I hear you read one of your poems.
You think I'd go on after her?
Why not?
Mom, didn't you hear? She's one of the greats. A living legend.
Really?
Don't you see? Oh, what's the use? You'd never understand in 1,000 years.
Oh, I wouldn't, huh? Young lady. Could I borrow that a minute? Thanks.
Mom! What is she gonna do?
Relax. She may have been the best in town, but she ain't no more. Because your mama come around.
Oh, die!
Protest! Reap the wild wind. Mersey-dotes and dozy-dotes. Little lambs eat ivy. A kid will eat ivy, too. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Man, is she connected?
You mean Mom was a hit in a place like that?
A smash hit. Well, if she'd have done one more chorus, I'd have grown a beard and taken off my shoes.
She's got the old Carson talent, all right.
What got me was the beautiful reading you gave.
Beautiful?
Well, it had to have something. It must have been deep and meaningful. I mean by the applause you got.
Honey, I hate to disillusion you, but that was just a lot of gibberish. With a few lines from a silly novelty song we used to sing years ago.
Mom, you mean it?
Oh, sorry, honey.
But it sounded so boss, so with it. And they applauded.
Well, I guess it shows that drinking from a greasy coffee cup and not combing your hair doesn't make you an intellectual.
I guess it shows me something else, too. It's kind of sliding off the beam, wasn't I?
Just a little bit. I never worry about you going too far.
Welcome back, Bobby Joe.
Hey, speaking of coffee houses, how about putting on a pot of Java?
One pot coming up. And while we're at it, I could go for some peach cobbler. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
I'm the daughter.
Nick at Night's TV Land has uncovered 3 rare television oddities from our huge archives. Annie Potts in Good Time Girls, George Wendt in Making the Grade, and Rock Hudson in The Devlin Connection. They're big stars on the little screen on Saturday Cavalcade. Tomorrow starting at 12 noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Now stay tuned for Green Acres, next on Nick at Night's TV Land.
Petticoat Junction.
I'm riding a little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Floyd? Where, Charlie?
Oh, back at the train, keeping up steam. We're behind schedule.
I see.
I just run up here 'cause we had something for you. I says, Charlie, it don't matter if we are behind schedule. I got to deliver this to Kate Bradley.
Oh, it's very nice of you.
Charlie was in on it, too. He says, right, you deliver that to Kate.
I amend my statement. It's very nice of both of you.
Oh, it's nothing. Just trying to give reliable service, that's all. I like to be known as Reliable Floyd Smoot.
Well, that's the way I think of you.
And Charlie likes to be known as Reliable Charlie Pratt.
That's the way I think of him.
Gee, that's nice. It sure is good to be appreciated.
Oh, I do. I appreciate you.
Well, gee, thanks. I'll tell Charlie. See ya.
The reliable Floyd.
Yeah?
What was it you came up here to deliver?
Oh, it was this. Special delivery.
Oh, thanks.
Doggone it. I almost wasn't reliable.
Reliable Floyd?
Yes, ma'am?
This letter isn't for me. It's for Steve Elliott.
If this keeps up, I'm going to hurt my Reliable Floyd image.
But I'll see that he gets it.
Thank you.
Bye, Reliable Floyd. I didn't have the heart to tell him there was 2 cents postage due on it.
And with my leave coming up, I thought I'd head for Hooterville and check you out.
He's coming here.
Oh, you'll love this guy, Mrs. Bradley. Old Jeff was my best buddy and co-pilot in the Air Force. It'll be great to get together and kick around old times. Like the time we had in Honolulu when you and I had the 3-day pass and so on and so on and so on.
He doesn't write too plain, does he? Well, I mean, after that part about the 3-day pass to Honolulu, you had a little trouble reading his words.
Oh, well, nothing. Just some silly talk about the places we went. Historical monuments and the library and the Y.
Isn't it too bad you didn't see any of those pretty hula girls in the grass skirts?
Well, you read right through the paper. Say, how'd you like to get on to Drucker's meeting with me?
I'd love to, as soon as I finish my salad.
There you are, Henrietta.
Thank you, Mr. Drucker.
Hi, Henrietta.
Hi, Mrs. Bradley. Oh.
Steady. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All I did was catch her.
Well, Henrietta has a very low threshold of excitement.
Sam, we're here to meet one of Steve's friends, But I brought an order so you can fill it while we wait, huh?
Sure thing. Only it's apt to be a little longer than you think. Andy Parker phoned that his jitney had a blowout.
Another one? You know he's going to have to stop putting patches on the patches?
Yeah, no wonder he's an auto club dropout. Anyway, it'll be a good hour before he gets here.
An hour? I've still got a crop testing job over in Stanwood.
Well, why don't you go ahead and I'll wait for him. We're going to make him feel right at home.
Okay.
Oh, down, boy. Would you like some more punch, Captain?
Oh, please, call me Jeff.
Okay, more punch, Jeff.
Thank you.
Well, how about some cookies?
Homemade, you bet.
You may smoke.
I'm a little busy.
Oh, there's Steve.
Yeah, I know.
How can you tell?
Same old habit, dip in the left wing.
Well, maybe he was signaling for a turn.
Hey, I didn't mean to strike a nerve.
You know, we're all pretty fond of Steve.
Oh, don't think that I'm not, too. Especially now that I've met the new team he's got behind him.
Tell us more about your experience with the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Now, like I say, we always fly wingtip to wingtip.
Hi. Took longer than I thought. Jeff get here?
Uh-huh, just front.
Gee, it's too bad I couldn't have entered to be on the welcoming committee.
Well, he seems to be bearing up all right. Steve? He's a very nice fellow.
Oh, everybody likes Jeff. Oh, boy, does everybody like Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Steve-O, buddy.
Don't get up.
I think we better go help Mom.
We'd better?
Oh, yeah, we better.
See you later.
You sure will.
Bye.
How are you?
Hey, looking good. Put a little weight on, huh?
I did not.
So you finally got around to having me down here.
Finally, I've written you a half a dozen letters asking you to come.
Yeah, and what did they say? The fishing is fantastic, the hunting is terrific, the food is out of this world, and the climate's perfect. But, not one word about the good things in life. Say, you've got a terrific voice. Have you ever thought of singing professionally?
You gonna get me in the movies and on TV?
Well, I've heard a lot worse. Well, with your voice and your looks and you've got everything going for you. I've heard a lot of gals singing. Hey, hi, Steve. Have you ever heard Billy Joe sing?
Lots of times.
She's really got it.
She's pretty good, all right.
Pretty good. She makes most of those girls on TV sound like they're calling hogs.
Oh, Jeff.
It's not only the voice, it's the package it comes in.
Well, Jeff, there's some coffee and donuts out in the kitchen.
I'm not very hungry.
Yes, you are.
No, I had a big breakfast.
You are hungry for coffee and donuts kitchen.
Well, how about that? I'm hungry for coffee and donuts out in the kitchen. Do you care to join us?
Oh, no, thanks. Gotta watch the package.
Gorgeous.
You know, I never realized you were such a connoisseur of girl singers.
Well, not just singers, girls in general. And believe me, that Billy Joe is,
Yeah, she is all right.
that says it all.
Jeff,
Yeah.
I think there's something you ought to know. Billy Joe is staked out.
You mean one of the farm boys around here recognizes a good thing when he sees it?
That's right, by cracky.
You? I'm sorry.
Well, I realize in the Air Force we had the buddy system, a share and share alike, but...
Oh, forget it. I admire your taste. Besides, there's two more warming up in the bullpen. Well, hello there.
Hi, Jeff.
Homework?
No, I was just looking over this book of poems.
That's right. Mother told me you had one of your poems published. Must have been quite a thrill.
About the most exciting thing that ever happened to me.
Whose poems are these?
Oh, various poets. Right now I'm reading the poems of William Cullen Bryant.
So live, that when the summons comes to join the innumerable caravans, which moves to that mysterious realm, where each shall take his chamber in the silent halls of death.
Thanatopsis.
Thou go not, like the quarry slave at night, scourged to his dungeon, but sustained and soothed by an unfaltering trust. Approach thy grave, like one who wraps the drapery of his couch about him, lies down to pleasant dreams.
That's terrific. In fact, it's more than that. It's amazing.
I think it's sickening.
That's because you don't understand beautiful poetry. A girl admires that kind of thing in a man.
Stick around, old pal. I'll teach you to recite Hickory Dickory Dock. The gas turns them on every time.
Okay, Tennyson. Well, how about coming down and help me fix a sticky carburetor?
Yeah, well, right now I'd rather...
You'd rather
go down and help you fix it.
Thanks. You're a brick for volunteering.
Look, when I get back, we'll rhyme a few couplets, okay?
Groovy.
Jeff, there's something I think you ought to know.
Bobby Joe's staked out, too.
No, I wouldn't say that she is.
Well, good, because there's something really beautiful and talented.
I agree.
Glad to see you still got 20/20 vision.
But, Jeff, I don't know if she's quite for you.
Oh, you mean because she's beautiful and talented? She's not my type?
No, not at all. Well, you're a city fellow. She's strictly rural. You know, like a farm girl.
Well, all three of them are farm girls. But you know something? I haven't seen a crop failure in the bunch.
You know what I mean.
Well, of course. You mean to say if I was Clem Cadiddlehopper, I'd do better?
No, it's not that.
You know, Steve, I'm having a hard time following your flight pattern. Why don't you just clue me in?
All right. I don't feel Bobby Joe is your type.
Oh, you feel she's not my type. What I feel doesn't matter, huh?
Well, I can see that I'm not getting through to you at all.
Yeah, well, I've got problems. Tell you what, I'll just lie down here, and you can analyze me.
Hi, Betty Joe.
Hi, Uncle Joe.
What's gnawing at you?
I struck out 3 times in the game today, and this is my last season, too.
I thought you was batting over 300.
I was till I got in this slump. Now I couldn't hit him if they were throwing watermelons at me.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. All us great ball players had our hitting slumps. I remember one time I was up against Matthews.
Christy Mathewson?
No, Fred Matthews. That don't mean he couldn't burn him in. Instead of using a glove, the catcher caught the ball in a bucket like a hot rivet. No, sir,
Hi, shortstop.
Hi, fellas.
Joe?
Hi, boys.
Uncle Joe was just telling me about a baseball game he played in. Go on, Uncle Joe.
Oh, I don't think these fellas would want to hear about that.
Well, sure we would. Well, let's hear it.
Well, I was up to bat, and this Mathewson guy was pitching.
Christy Mathewson?
Ralph.
Fred.
That's right. We was loaded with Mathewsons in those parts. But it was the last of the 9th inning, and the score was tied. And he burns one over, and I takes a hefty cut at it. And the last anyone saw of that ball, it disappeared over the county courthouse.
Must have really traveled.
Well, for months after that, there was rumors going around that it was sending out signals like a satellite.
Looks like you're a baseball fan, too.
I love it.
Well, it's my favorite sport.
I'm going to go wash up.
Okay.
Why aren't you coming?
Sure, in a minute.
I guess you think going out for baseball at my age isn't too feminine.
Well, I wouldn't say that. What position do you play?
Shortstop?
Well, you have to be real graceful to play that position. You ever see a big league shortstop?
No, I hope to someday.
Well, now when he catches that ball, starts to make that double play, steps on the base, jumps over the sliding runner, and fires that ball at first, well, that's what you call a ballet with spikes.
Maybe you can give me some pointers tomorrow.
I'd love to.
It's funny, but I never thought of tying in ballet and dancing with playing the infield.
And when you're going after those grounders, it's nothing more than doing the soft shoe shuffle with the baseball glove. Here, let me show you. Now you get down, you always keep your eye on the ball. Back and forth. Get that rhythm, huh? Good. It's like a soft shoe. Dum, dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, dum, ba-dum, dum, 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 ba-dum, dum, ba-dum, 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 dum, bum, ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-dum, dum. Well, see you in the dugout.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
fellow, Steve's friend.
He said the most wonderful thing to me.
What?
He said, making a double play is like a ballet with spikes.
That's an original approach, I will say that.
Mom, do you think I'm too young for an Air Force captain?
No, I just think you're a little too premature. You barely know him. It could be funny, though.
What?
His letter to his commanding officer. Dear sir, request that my leave be extended as I have just become engaged to a shortstop.
And now, back to Petticoat Junction.
What gives with you anyway, Steve? First it's lay off of Billy Joe, then Bobby Joe, and now Betty Joe. Can I ask you a question?
What?
Do you mind if I pet the dog?
Come in.
Hi, boys. I brought you some fresh towels and washcloths.
Thank you, Miss Bradley.
Anything else you need?
A referee.
Come on, Jeff. This is nothing we can't handle ourselves.
I hope so. Because when it comes to refereeing, my specialty is girls.
Well, do you have to involve the whole family?
Well, so far the whole family is involved, all except Joe and Mrs. Bradley. And the dog you won't let me pet.
Go pet the dog. With my blessing.
Steve, will you kindly tell me your objection to me paying a little attention to Betty Joe?
It's pretty obvious. You're robbing the cradle.
Robbing? Huh. If that's robbing the cradle, oh, to be 6 years old again. Oh, boy, what a flop this reunion has been. We had some great plans. Hunting, fishing, the Friday night dance.
Don't worry about the dance. I'll get you a date.
Well, thanks. Hope the dog looks good in a formal.
Oh, howdy, Steve.
Hi, Sam. I'm going to borrow your phone if you don't mind.
It's all yours.
Thank you. Sarah, this is Steve Elliott. Would you get me the Plout residence? Thank you. Mrs. Plout, is Henrietta there? This is Steve Elliott. Mrs. Plout, is that you squealing? Will you get a hold of yourself? Yes, this is Steve Elliott, and yes, it's about a date. It's gone into orbit.
Well, Selma gets that way. You just have to catch her if she swings by.
Mrs. Plout, if you just put Henrietta on the line. Oh. So this is Henrietta. What's that? Yes, this is really Steve Elliott. Fire two.
Maybe I can handle it for you. What's the date for?
The dance Friday night.
Henrietta, it's about a dance Friday night. Now, stop. Stop it, Henrietta. This is just me, Sam Drucker. Henrietta and her mother are two of a kind. Once they get carried away, they squeal at anything. They don't talk soprano.
Let me try again. Henrietta, I want you to go to the dance with my best buddy. If you're interested, be at the Shady Rest Friday night at 8.
That's the most consecutive words I ever heard anyone get in on a Plout funeral.
What's that? Your mother wants to know something about him before you accept. Well, he's an Air Force captain. Now they're both squealing.
Hang up. I think you made your point.
Well, it's got me beat.
Me too.
There sure is something wrong someplace.
It seemed to me the most important thing in the world as far as he was concerned was me and my poetry.
He certainly was interested in my singing. Well, he and I had more in common than both of you put together. Baseball.
And all of a sudden it was like somebody turned him off.
Like a light. One minute we were talking baseball and dancing, and the next minute he was going up the stairs with Steve. After that, instant blackout.
What's the matter, Billy Joe?
I was just thinking. Steve came around while Jeff was admiring my singing, too. And then after that, nothing.
Why, that's what happened when Jeff and I were reading poetry. Steve came around and... Why, that big old crop duster.
Girls, we've got to do something about him. Boy, how we've got to do something about him.
keeping my promise. I got you a date, old buddy.
Yeah, something special?
Yeah, I'd have to say that in her own way, she's pretty special.
Gee, thanks.
Don't mention it.
Steve?
Yeah.
I really mean it.
Well, sure.
You know, for a while I was a little hot there. But I guess I should have known my old pal would have come through. You always do. Thanks again.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Well, you're not exactly cheerful, Charlie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bradley. It's just that I can't figure me out.
Well, maybe I could help. I used to be pretty good at equations.
Well, it's Jeff. Or me, or both of us. Or...
Just the facts, man.
Well, first Jeff makes a play for Billy Joe, and I wave him off because, well...
I understand.
Well, then he makes a play for Bobby Joe, and I flag him down again.
2 down, 1 to go, huh?
Right. So he goes for Betty Joe, and guess what happens?
Don't tell me. Off limits.
And this is my best buddy. What's wrong with me?
You, want it straight between the eyes? You've just had a large attack of childishness.
Huh?
Well, you said you wanted it straight.
Well, yeah, but...
Did you ever see a kid with a room full of toys? As soon as anyone comes in and wants to play with one of them, that one becomes his favorite toy. The one that he can't bear to part with.
I get it. I'm, the kid with the room full of toys, huh?
Well, let's face it, up till now, you haven't exactly been swamped by competition.
Yeah. I've been spoiled, all right. I wonder what I better do.
Nothing. Things have a way of working out. And somehow I've got the feeling that this won't be any exception. Well, this is the switch. The girls ready for the dance before the boys.
How do we look, Mom?
Gorgeous.
Hi, girls.
Good evening.
Hi.
Well,
Don't worry, Steve. We have a date for you.
Come in now.
okay, you guys win. Don't forget now, I get the lead.
You blew another one, Steve. He can't dance backwards.
Well, we can't linger here all night. All right, dates? Fall in. Count off.
1, 2, 3.
Good. All present and accounted for.
Oh, hey, enough's enough now. What about me?
Oh, Steve, you have a date.
I do? Well, you mean that you and... Well, then, who, Oh, no.
Who else?
Forward march.
Stevie, I'm so happy there's been a change of plans, and my fondest wishes come true.
Henrietta, you look lovely.
Oh, Stevie, this is going to be the most memorable evening of my life.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? Everyone has a date but me.
Hey, knock it off. You ain't my type.
Now, stay tuned as Sunday in the Barracks continues here on Nick at Night's TV Land.
Petticoat Junction.
on down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Mom, what's wrong with Uncle Joe?
Oh, does he seem a little nervous?
A little. He got all through shaving and found out he didn't have a blade in the razor.
Well, it's a big night for Uncle Joe. You see, they're having a rehearsal of the ceremony for the grand installation. He is going to be made Keeper of the Sand.
That must be pretty important in his lodge.
Oh, it's the first step up the ladder to the august role of Grand Imperial Hump, leader of all the camels.
Good evening.
Hi, boys.
We've come to escort our worthy lodge brother to the meeting.
Yeah, that's our duty as humble sand crabs, second class.
Lottie, tell Uncle Joe that Floyd and Charlie are here, huh? Boys, Uncle Joe's awful nervous about this rehearsal tonight. So do everything you can to bolster him up, huh?
Sure. As loyal brothers, we'll give him the courage he needs.
Right.
Joe, your faithful sand crabs are here to give you support. You have nothing to worry about.
Thanks, fellas.
Yeah, what if you do forget the ritual, Joe? That ain't so serious. Last one that happened to was Gilroy Hibbs. I remember when I had to memorize the secret ritual, I rehearsed and rehearsed till I could give that ritual backwards. And the night of the meeting, that's what happened. I gave the ritual backwards. Floyd. Well, I'm just trying to put our good brother at ease.
Floyd, you put him any more at ease and he's going to collapse. Now, Uncle Joe, everything's going to be all right. You're going to be just fine. Here, I'll take your toothbrush.
Tried to brush my teeth with my fountain pen. Bye, Kate.
He is in a bad way. He hasn't done that since he went away to Topeka for 6 months.
Sam, tell me I did okay at the rehearsal ceremony.
You did okay, Joe.
No, I didn't. I kept flubbing my lines all through the installation.
But you did get through it.
Well, all it saved me was sipping wine from the sacred camel bag.
Yeah, you must have emptied the entire hump.
I was scared, Sam. The wine gave me courage.
But you shouldn't have sipped so much of it.
It was part of the ceremony.
It was just a rehearsal, Joe. Did you have to sip every time?
It was the only part I was getting right. Sam, did you see that?
See what?
Lights over them bushes.
Oh, sure, Joe.
No, I did see it. Let's find out what it is.
Joe, what you need right now is a good night's rest.
Sam, I know I saw it. I know I did.
Joe, it could have been a flock of glowworms.
Sam, glowworms don't put out that much light.
Well, maybe they got them new type batteries that... Oh, Joe, this whole thing is ridiculous.
Well, I'm going to find out what it is, whether you are or not. Sam, look. Come on.
Oh, Joe.
Sam, you forget. I sipped of the wine of courage. Who are you? Where'd you come from?
How do you do? I'm Dr. Newton, Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton?
Something wrong?
No, it's just that Isaac Newton is a well-known name.
Yeah, he was a pretty famous baseball player.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a geophysicist.
What's a geophysicist, Joe?
You don't eat meat.
No, I'm a rock scientist. I seem to have lost my way.
What about them lights over there?
Those lights? Oh, those are the lights on my camper, which is stalled.
You better turn them out. You'll run your battery down.
Oh, no need to do that, no.
The battery goes dead, you'll be stuck out here. Come on.
No.
Lights went out.
Oh, so they did. The battery must have gone dead. No need to switch the lights off now.
No, I guess not.
I could use a sip of that wine of courage right now.
Makes two of us.
Now, if you'll lead me to this hotel.
What do you know about a hotel?
Hotel? It's on this map that I use for locating different areas in which to search for rocks.
First time I ever heard of a map having a Shady Rest on it.
Yeah, we're so far out of touch we don't even have a zip code.
And then all of a sudden, the weirdest thing happened. I was about to make a landing by instruments when the lights on my panels started flickering, and just like that, they went out completely. I don't know what kept me from crashing.
Any idea what could have caused it?
That's what beats me. The only other time my instruments blacked out was when I was caught in a lightning storm.
Well, there was no lightning tonight, that's for sure.
You know, occasionally pilots have this same trouble when they're flying over highly radiated areas.
Well, if there's any of that around, it's news to me.
Kate, this is Dr. Newton.
How do you do, Doctor?
How do you do?
This is Steve Elliott.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Dr. Newton is a rock scientist. He got lost in these parts.
I wonder if you could put me up for the night.
Oh, of course. You know, this has been an evening of strange happenings. Steve was just telling me that when he tried to land his plane tonight, suddenly his instrument panel went completely dead.
Hey, that is kind of spooky. Doctor, you got any idea what might cause something like that?
Well, it could be caused by the radioactive rocks that I found and put in my camper.
Oh, I doubt that a few radioactive rocks could have such an effect on a plane.
It could, my boy, especially a little puddle jumper like yours.
How'd you know I had a little puddle jumper?
Well, I just assumed it was a plane I saw earlier today when I was scouting for rocks.
So where was this?
I believe it was over by Silver Creek. Yes, that's it. It was Silver Creek. Silver Creek. Well, I must be getting to sleep. I've had a full day.
I'll get your key, Doctor.
I'll take room 5 with the southern exposure.
Pardon me. How did you know room 5 was empty and had a southern exposure?
Well, I happened to see the key in the number 5 cubbyhole, and I thought I'd hazard a guess on the southern exposure.
Uncle Joe, would you show the doctor to his room? Am I imagining things, or is the sauerkraut, wieners, and strawberry shortcake we had for dinner catching up with me?
No, you're not imagining things, Mrs. Bradley. I never flew near Silver Creek today. I was clear over in Pierce County. And any camper that could make it from Pierce County to the Shady Rest in that time must be jet-propelled.
Jet-propelled?
You mean like a space vehicle?
Oh, this is too much for one man in one day. Flying saucers and going through a lodge ceremony with Joe.
Say, where'd you see that camper?
Well, we really didn't see it too clear, but it was close to where you keep your plane.
Well, let's get down and take a look at it.
Wait a minute. What if you come across some little green men?
We'll take them to their leader, the Jolly Green Dwarf. This seems to be the spot.
Nothing.
No sign of tire marks.
It's kind of hard to tell. These branches are flattened out like something was resting here.
You don't seem to be alarmed that your camper's missing.
Well, frankly, I see no reason to be. The authorities will come across it in due time.
What do you suppose happened to it?
Well, maybe some boys came along and took a joyriding.
In the middle of the night?
That's happened before.
Boy, you got better answers than dear Abby.
Ma, guess what?
You're just in time to dry the dishes.
I was cleaning Dr. Newton's room and I came across a loose-leaf notebook with a log showing when he arrived in Hooterville and listing all the people he'd met.
Well, honey, I'm certain that a scientist must keep a record of his activities.
But this was typewritten.
Well, a learned scientist could certainly master the complexities of a typewriter.
But there's no typewriter in that room.
Maybe he typed it before he got here.
This listed all the people he'd met here at the hotel last night.
Oh.
Oh, hi, Doc. Just been out doing a little rock hunting myself. I figured with you here, I might as well take advantage of your knowledge.
Why not?
Well, see, I found one rock's got to be worth a fortune. I think it's a ruby. Well, here it is. Look how red and shiny that is.
Very interesting.
You ever find anything like that before?
Not too often.
That's what I figured. What is it?
It's a taillight off a bicycle.
I was just checking on you. You sure know your taillights are rocks.
Did they get the fire out in Pixley?
Was there a fire in Pixley? I didn't hear about it.
In the lumber mill.
Where'd you hear it?
The telephone rang, and there was nobody around to answer it, so I answered it, and the party on the other end told me.
Well, that's a nifty trick if you can do it.
What?
That telephone ain't connected. It's a dummy.
Oh, well, I guess I just overheard somebody around here discussing it.
Yeah. Kate, this bird's got me worried. Did you hear anything about a fire at the Pixley lumber mill?
No, when did it happen?
It didn't. But he's been getting messages over our phone which isn't even connected up.
You mean he's been talking on the
This
phone?
ringing thing has been hearing bells that aren't ringing.
Well, now, Uncle Joe, I know a couple of strange things have happened, but he does seem like a completely rational man.
Yeah, but with a name like Isaac Newton.
Well, Newton's probably the family name, and they called him Isaac, so he'd be named after a famous person. I'm certain he isn't the original Dr. Isaac Newton.
Well, I'm not so sure. I passed him a bowl of fruit and he dropped the apple.
Well, it's about time you got back. You had me worried.
Well, I'm sorry, Mom, but it really wasn't my fault. Charlie and Floyd stayed over in Pixley until they put out the fire at the lumber mill.
Hello.
It's you. I didn't hear you come in.
I know. I mean, I have a habit of moving quietly. Any of that left?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Oh, dear. There we go.
Thank you. Good. I could learn to like this.
You mean you never had that before where you came from?
Why do you say where I came from?
Well, this is the funniest thing, and you're going to think it's a scream, but a lot of the folks around here think you're from outer space. Imagine that.
Yes, imagine.
Well,
Well, what?
are you?
Where are we all from?
Oh, that's a wonderful answer. Are you?
Mrs. Bradley, if I said yes, you'd have me put away.
Well, then, for heaven's sake, say no.
Would you believe me?
I don't know.
Thanks for the coffee. I believe I'll take a stroll.
Hey, Kate, I seen that nutty doc coming here. Did you learn anything from... What's the matter?
Did you hear that door open and close?
No, but I was in the lobby. Naturally, I didn't hear it.
Well, I was in here and I didn't hear it.
You mean you left through that door?
The hard way, without opening it.
Hey, you don't think...
No. It's just as he says. He moves quietly.
You sure he left through that door?
I thought so.
How do you like that? This chicken dog is scared.
Join the group.
Kate! Okay.
Oh, in here, boys.
Kate, Joe tells us that the doc's making you and the girls nervous.
And we thought maybe it'd be a good idea if you held the lodge initiation down here at the Shady Rest tonight.
Yeah, but your initiation is secret. You couldn't hold it here.
Oh, you and the girls could probably stay out of sight. The only thing I think you probably hear would be the band playing the sacred camel song.
And the only thing we'd ask of you is that you don't go around humming it.
Well, thanks for the offer anyway, boys. Dr. Newton, that elevator doesn't work. It's a dummy. Initiation here tonight.
You bet, Kate.
We sure will.
Let us welcome to the burning desert the omnipotent keeper of the sand. Brother Carson, rise and step forward.
Forward.
Sip the wine of courage from the sacred camel bag. Sip, not guzzle. Sorry. Now, repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
No, wait, I say something.
Well, hurry up and say something.
Now, wait, let me get a word in. Raise your right hand. I, Joseph Carson.
I, Joseph Carson.
Do hereby swear.
Do hereby swear.
To uphold the noble tradition of the ancient order of camels.
Hold up the noble tradition of the ancient order of camels.
And as keeper of the sand.
And as keeper of the sand.
I will be true and loyal and faithful.
I will be true and loyal and faithful. And who's that on the stairway?
No, that's not him.
I don't care if it's in there or not. There's somebody on the stairway. Listen.
Keeper of the light.
Boy, that's you.
Oh, what'll I do? Turn them on, dear brother.
That ain't in the ceremony, dear brother.
Well, turn them on anyway, you knucklehead.
Okay, but I sure don't remember any of this in the ceremony.
All right, what are you up to? Getting some of the secrets of the camels to give to your friends in outer space?
No, I was just coming down to pay my bill.
Ha! A likely story.
Did I hear someone say they want to pay their bill?
Hey, how long have you been there?
Everybody's getting in on our secrets. We might as well broadcast them on TV.
Oh, go on with your business. We won't pay any attention, will we, Doctor?
Oh, we can't afford to take any chances, Kate. We're coming to the very secretest part.
Come on, we won't notice.
Keeper of the light. Come here. Are the fireworks ready?
Well?
Just nod your head, yes or no.
That comes to $12 even. Thanks, and do drop in again. I mean, come again.
mind. I'd like to be made keeper of the sand while I'm still young enough to cherish the honor.
Oh, of course.
Now, where were we? Oh, I just got through promising to be true and loyal and faithful.
Oh, that's right. Put your hand down. Keeper of the light, turn off the lights. Keeper of the light?
He's on the porch with the fireworks.
Oh, I'll get him. Brother, raise your hand. Brother Carson, we are at the moment of truth. You will now utter the oath of office.
Brothers, I hereby pledge, as I go through life, to take my lumps like a good camel. And remember that I'm but a grain in the sands of time. Oh, that's so beautiful.
So you're going to dilute the sacred wine. Keeper of the light, set off the rocket of honor. Just rap on the window so you'll know it's time.
What is that?
That knucklehead. Floyd, you set off the rocket for the Grand Imperial Hub.
I did not. I just set off the itty-bitty 29-cent one.
What do you men think you're doing?
Well, it was some kind of mix-up, Kate.
It sure was. You probably scared the wits out of Dr. Newton. Dr. Newton, are you all right? Oh, dear, and a cash customer, too. Dr. Newton! Dr. Newton!
I better go help her out. She ain't got that Carson knack for soft soaping.
Dr. Newton! Dr. Newton! Dr. Newton! Dr. Newton?
I'll handle him, Kate. Let me. What's the matter?
He's not there. He's gone.
Gone.
There's not even a sign of him.
The deadbeat snuck out the back way to beat the rent.
Oh, no, he paid his bill. Don't you remember? Well, I've got the money right here.
Kate, let me see them bills. Why, they haven't made them this size in over 30 years.
How do you explain that?
Maybe he's a miser.
Or maybe they gave him the wrong kind of money.
They?
Yeah. 30 years is just a drop in the bucket to them.
Uncle Joe, would you stop that? I don't want to think about it.
Hey. What do you make out of this?
Subject, Hooterville Colonization Project. Report negative. Area too primitive for our culture. I never thought I'd feel happy about somebody thinking we were backwards.
What makes them think we're backward?
Yeah, what makes them think we're backward?
I don't know. Would you excuse me, please?
What's she laughing at?
Oh, she must have just got the joke I told her 3 days ago.
Finish your hotcakes, darling. There's a heap and stack of green acres on the griddle coming right up as TV Land's Hooterville Saturday continues. Stay tuned.
Petticoat Junction.
down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Omaha was so big. Omaha, located on the west bank of the Missouri River, population 301,000.
Pretty big, all right. Larger than Greater Hooterville and Pixley combined. You excited?
Oh, I've never been so thrilled in my life. Would you like to hear the telegram again?
You just happen to have it with you?
Oh, no, I have it memorized. Billy Joe Bradley, Shady Rest, Hooterville. Have booked you for 1 week singing engagement at the Galaxy Room, Omaha. Contact me for details. Signed, S. Sparks, Sparks Agency. S.D., congratulations. You know, Mom, that's the only part I don't understand. Shouldn't it be P.S., congratulations?
I just figured it out. The person who took the telegraph message added his own personal congratulations. S.D., Sam Drucker.
Of course. Well, I better get back to my packing.
You need any help?
Oh, well, no, thanks. I sure could use another suitcase.
Another one? I gave you 2 already.
Well, I need 1 more at least.
Yesterday, that same girl said, Mom, I don't have a thing to wear.
I just discovered the old secret passageway.
What old secret passageway?
The old secret passageway that every old place has. I knew we had one. I just knew it. I was probing between the walls for the wiring for my new room service idea that I'm working on, and I accidentally bumped my head, and I hear this hollow sound. So I take my hammer, and I give her a big whack. And what do you suppose I found?
A hole in your head.
Ain't you like all the people that laughed at Ponce de Leon? Said his wireless wouldn't work.
But your Ponce de Leon... Which way did the secret passage go?
That's a funny thing. It goes almost straight up and down. I had to lean over to keep from falling in.
Uncle Joe, what's underneath us in the basement?
That's the laundry room.
Yeah. And what's above us?
Bedrooms.
And what runs straight up and down between them?
The laundry chute. Well, how about that? Somebody using a laundry chute for a secret passage. You don't buy it, huh?
Uncle Joe, nail it back up, huh?
Hey, watch it up there!
Hold back, I'm making repairs.
You're going to be a smash, Billy. I know you are.
Thanks, Betty Jo. There's the cannonball now.
How you doing in here?
Just about ready. How do I look?
Honey, you're going to knock those city slickers for a loop.
Well, I'll try. Excuse me a minute. Steve, I'm leaving now.
So this is it. Goodbye.
Well, aren't you going to the train with me?
Well, sure. But what's wrong with 2 goodbyes?
Girls.
We just didn't want Billy Joe to miss your train.
Well, if that's what you're concerned about, why don't you help with her luggage? Your Billy Joe's ready to leave now.
Good luck, Billy Joe. I know you'll be the biggest thing in Omaha since prime beef.
Oh, thank you. What are these wires?
That's part of my room service idea, so the guests can just buzz when they want something.
Oh, they aren't live, are they?
Why, of course not, Kate. Not while I'm working on them. I pulled the fuse switches on all of them. They're dead as a doornail. Well, 1 out of 6 isn't bad.
You're gonna miss all this in Omaha.
And speaking of missing, it's sure going to be a long week.
Oh, I don't think you'll suffer too much. I'll give my sisters permission to see that you're not too lonely.
Really? No kidding.
You don't have to be so eager about it.
Girls, the cannonball whistle blew a while ago, shall we? Bye, Uncle Joe.
Bye, Billy Joe. I wonder which one was the live one. This is worse than Russian roulette. It's got to be one of those last two. Well, what do you know? Time for a coffee break.
You had your supper. Look, when you're eating, do I come around and beg from you? Okay, you win.
Mom, tomorrow night Steve is going to the rally dance with me at college.
Oh, how'd that come about?
I asked him.
You asked him?
Yeah, Billy Joe told us she didn't want Steve to get lonely. And I thought that was the least I could do for her.
Oh, the least. What about Tommy?
Tommy?
Well, the last time I saw your bulletin board in your room, he was top man.
Tommy's okay.
Oh, his rating sure went down in a hurry. Last week he was heavenly, divine, and wonderful.
Well, you know how men can change.
Oh, yeah. Men can change like that.
Billy Joe did give me her permission, Mom.
Yes, dear, I know. I was there. So why don't you and Steve go to the dance and have a good time?
Thanks, Mom.
What are you doing?
Working.
Working?
Yeah, on my room service project. I just pulled these 6 wires which lead from the rooms up above through the wall. Now I'm waiting for the 7th wire to show up.
You're waiting for the 7th wire to show up.
Yeah. Hurry it up in there. Well, it's about time. Now what?
He wants to get paid.
Oh, the health problem these days. All they can think about's their pay. Give him a cracker.
1 cracker? Oh, yes, big spender. Hey, come on before he decides to take deductions. Well, you kids are back from the dance. I didn't hear the cannonball whistle.
I talked Floyd into not blowing it.
Oh.
Well, I thought, no use disturbing anybody. After all, it is kind of late.
Oh, sure. How was the dance?
Oh, Mama had the most wonderful, glorious, sensational... it was okay.
Yeah, I'd label it an okay evening.
Thank you, Steve.
Hi. Young lady, what are you doing up?
I thought I heard someone come in, and I did.
That you did. But we have a watchdog to watch out for people who come in late.
I know.
Steve, would you like to go to the movies with me tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night? Well, I don't see any reason why I can't. It's a date.
Yeah. See you tomorrow night.
Good night, dear.
Night, Bobby Joe.
Try not to be lonely. Something wrong?
No, not a thing. In fact, everything's super terrific.
It could be bad, too. You still working?
Just finishing her up, Kate.
Aren't we a little early for Christmas?
It's my room service system. I'll show you how it works. Betty Joe.
Betty Joe went to the movies with Steve.
Oh, yeah. Bobby Joe.
Want me, Uncle Joe?
Go in room number 2 and press that buzzer beside the door I just put in.
Okay.
This will make Hilton and them other birds look like they're sleeping in tents.
I'm in room 2.
Go ahead, push the buzzer. Bobby Joe, you sure you're in room number 2?
Yes, I'm in room 2.
Well, go across the hall to room number 5 and push the buzzer in there.
Okay.
See how this will improve the service.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
I'm in room 5.
Well, go ahead, push the buzzer. A couple little bugs here I'm going to have to iron out. Bobby Joe, go next door to room 6. Marconi didn't come up with a steamboat overnight either, you know.
I know.
I'm in room 6. Ready?
Go ahead, push it. That's another little bug I'm going to have to iron out.
I know. When you get through ironing out all these little bugs, it's going to be pretty squishy around here.
Well, I'll get it all straightened out tomorrow. Right now, I've got to hit the hay. Good night.
Good night. I'll cook them.
Hi, Bobby Joe.
Good night, Uncle Joe.
What are you doing here? Well, you should be in bed, too.
I thought I'd come down here and finish my homework.
At this hour? It's pretty late.
Too late. Betty Joe and Steve should have been home a half hour ago.
They shouldn't.
Well, the movie was over at 10:16, and if they stopped at Cliff's Root Beer Palace, that should have only taken 20 minutes. Well, they should have been home by now easily.
Tell me, Miss Keeper of the Schedule, why are you so concerned about their tardiness?
Steve has to get up early and go to work.
Well, there's the cannonball, so you can relax and go to bed. Scoot.
Mom, I wanted to see Betty Joe about something.
What do you want to see her about that can't wait?
I wanted to ask her how the movie was.
Look, I'll have her write a detailed review and see that you get it first thing in the morning.
Oh, dear. Clumsy old me.
Clumsy old you.
Hi, kids.
Hi. Have a nice evening?
Oh, Mom, we had the most colossal time. I've never had so much fun. Well, hi, Bobby Joe.
Hi. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Bobby Joe stayed up because she wanted to ask you something. Didn't you, Bobby Joe?
Oh, yeah. How was the movie?
Great.
What was it about?
Cowboys and Indians.
Pirates and sailors.
Oh, yeah. I guess that was the coming attraction.
There's some cake and cookies in the kitchen if you kids haven't eaten.
Oh, thanks, Mom, but we've had plenty. Popcorn in the show, and after that we had milkshakes and hamburgers.
Root beer and pizzas.
Oh, yeah. I guess it was Dorothy and Arnold that had the milkshakes.
Ruth and Paul.
Well, if you don't mind, I think I'll go upstairs to bed. Good night. Thanks, Steve.
Good night, Betty Joe. I sure had fun.
Well, I think it's time we all said good night. Good night.
Right. Good night. Good night, Mrs. Bradley.
Good night.
Good night, Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe.
Huh? Good night, Mom.
Good night. I thought you were working on your room service project.
I was, but I got to reading the life of Edison. They said that right in the middle of big problems, he always stopped and took a little nap.
Girls! Girls!
Yes, Mom? Want me, Mom?
I from Billy Joe.
What's doing? What did she say?
Well, she called last night when the rates went down, and Sam Drucker took it down word for word. Tell everyone that everything is going better than I ever dreamed. Last night, the audience called me back for 3 encores before I could beg off.
That's showbiz talk.
I know.
Sounds like she's going over big.
Maybe she'll be held over for another week.
2 weeks.
A month.
6 months.
Or a year.
Is that what you wish would happen?
Well, we were only thinking of Billy Joe.
Yeah, she's the one we were thinking of.
Of course you were.
Mom, do you have time for a talk?
Always.
I have a problem and it's bothering me. And I was wondering if I'm doing the right thing.
You say it's bothering you?
Yes.
Then you're probably not doing the right thing.
When Billy Joe left, she said it was okay if Betty Joe and I took out Steve.
To keep him from getting lonely.
That was the idea. Then I had so much fun on the date. Well, Mom, I feel like I'm falling for him.
I see.
Somehow I don't feel right about it.
Well, that's understandable. Your sister gives permission to babysit her boyfriend, and the babysitter runs off with the baby.
Something like that.
And you feel guilty about Billy Joe.
Until I remembered that all is fair in love and war.
That's a nice out, but I don't think it applies to sisters.
But I can't help the way I feel.
I know that, dear.
And Saturday we're having a church picnic, and I'd like to invite Steve.
Oh. Yeah, I'd hold off on that one until you hear from the other side of the rectangle.
You mean triangle?
No. In this case, I think it's a rectangle.
And Mom, I've shared a sack of popcorn with other fellas before, but this time, with each kernel, I felt tingly all over.
Did he buy you buttered or plain?
Buttered.
Uh-oh. Gotta watch out for those big spenders.
Mom, I'm serious.
I know you are, dear. But all of this is making you feel guilty about Billy Joe.
How'd you know?
Oh, that mother's intuition, that's something.
Yeah. And Saturday...
You were planning on taking Steve to the church picnic.
You're amazing.
Do you really think that's the thing to do?
Well, we promised Billy Joe we'd keep Steve from being lonely.
Yes, but that's the night before Billy Joe gets back.
I wouldn't want Billy to get mad at me.
For not keeping him company up till the very end.
Yeah.
You know, the sisterly love that you girls have is a beautiful thing to behold.
We are kind of close to one another.
So close, it's starting to squeak. Steve, I'm glad you want to have this little talk.
Well, I felt I had to talk to someone, and I wasn't getting too good answers from the dog.
I know what you mean.
I just don't know how to open this up.
Well, I have 3 daughters. How's that for openers?
That says it all. But frankly, this whole thing has become rather complicated.
The question is, how do you feel about them?
Confused. I don't know how I did it, but somehow I've got a date with both Betty Joe and Bobby Joe. I don't know what to do. I'm sort of caught in the middle.
There's your answer.
Huh?
When in doubt, stay in the middle.
Come on, Mom.
Later.
Bye.
Kiss. Have a good time. You all finished with your room service project?
Yeah, I rearranged all the wires. For those new guests checking in this afternoon, you'll get a chance to find out how she works. How you making out with Steve and the girls?
Oh, so far it's all right. All I gotta do is think of some good answers for Billy Joe when she gets back tomorrow. Uncle Joe, the electric fan just went on.
Oh. That means the guest in room number 4 wants room service.
What?
There's a code I worked out so you can understand, too.
And the whole night light goes on, room 1 is ringing for room service. When the toaster goes on, that means room 2 wants room service. When the waffle iron...
Mom! Mom!
Billy Joe?
Mom! Mom!
Oh, Billy Joe!
Hi, Mom.
We weren't expecting you until tomorrow.
Oh, I made better connections than I planned on. I'll tell you about that later. Hey, where's everybody?
Everybody? Well, Uncle Joe is upstairs, and the dog is under the porch.
Oh, I mean Bobby Joe and Betty Joe.
Oh, them. Bobby Joe's with Betty Joe, and Betty Joe's with Bobby Joe.
What about Steve?
Steve, sit down, dear.
Is anything wrong?
No. No, it's just when there are interpersonal relationships, sometimes things happen. You know what I mean? I didn't think you did. Well, before you went away, you told Bobby Joe and Betty Joe to keep Steve occupied so he wouldn't get lonesome, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, you see, sometimes when a girl keeps a fella occupied, the girl gets occupied. Now do you see what I mean?
I think I'm beginning to.
Oh, thank heavens. What am I saying?
Bobby Joe and Betty Joe have become interested in Steve?
I'm afraid they did.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Wonderful?
Well, it makes everything so easy. Oh, I met the greatest fella in Omaha. He helped me with my song arrangements, and he was the one that drove me to the train so I could make connections. And, well, we just had a super time together, and up until now, I just didn't know what to tell Steve. I was sort of
confused?
That's it, confused.
Stand in line.
Stand in line? Well, I don't quite understand. Well, the radio just started playing out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Don't get excited here. Uncle Joe.
Yeah, Kate?
Room 5 is ringing for room service.
Hi, Billy Joe.
Hi, Uncle Joe.
Glad to be home, dear?
Well, yes, but I mean, why did the radio... Well, how come it... Well, what made it...
Confused is a key word.
The three of us, we love you so. The three of us, we won't let you go. The three of us, we'll love you till we die. Me, my heart, and I. Me and my heart and I will love you until the day we die, and you'll never be alone. With three of us to call your own, the three of us, we all agree, the three of us. There's no jealousy, you'll never be, no, you'll never be free of us, the three of us, the three of us. We'll love you till we die, me, my heart, and I. Me, my heart, and I.
Don't panic. It's just one of them 1 in a million unforeseen freakish accidents that never could happen but did.
2 rooms rang for service at the same time. Oh,
Nick at Night's TV Land has uncovered 3 rare television oddities from our huge archives. Annie Potts in Good Time Girls, George Wendt in Making the Grade, and Rock Hudson in The Devlin Connection. They're big stars on the little screen. Today, starting at 12 noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, on TV Land's Saturday Cavalcade. Now stay tuned for Green Acres as Hooterville Saturday continues here in TV Land.
মেন্টররা যেভাবে ডিটেইলসে ক্লাস নিয়েছে তার মধ্যে কিছু জিনিস আমার জানা ছিল না সবকিছু এত ভালোমতো ক্লিয়ার হয়েছে যে আমি এখন আগে থেকে অনেক বেশি কনফিডেন্ট ফিল করছি
কিভাবে আমরা নিজেদেরকে প্রস্তুত করতে পারি স্টুডিও রাউন্ডের জন্য সবকিছু আমাদেরকে শেখানো হচ্ছে
প্রথমেই সবাইকে কংগ্রেচুলেট করছি, আপনারা তো এখানে টপ 20 পার্টিসিপেন্টস রয়েছেন। ছোট্ট করে আমার ইন্ট্রোডাকশন একটু দেই। আমি ক্লিনিক্যাল ডায়েটিশিয়ান, আমি ইউনাইটেড হসপিটালে আছি। কেন হেলদি ফুড এত ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট এবং নিউট্রিশনের এই সেশনটা কেন এত বেশি ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট, বিশেষ করে আপনারা যখন ডেজার্ট বানাবেন এটাকে সুগারি করার জন্য, বাট খুব বেশি না, হ্যাঁ, সুগারি করার জন্য আমরা ডেটসটাকে নিতে পারি এবং হানিটাকে আমরা নিতে পারি, তাও হানির পরিমাণও থাকবে পরিমিত।
আমার খুব ভালো লাগছে যেই নলেজগুলো অলরেডি আমার আছে ওগুলো আরও পলিশ হচ্ছে, যে টিপস অ্যান্ড ট্রিক্সগুলো জানছি না ওগুলো শিখতে পারছি, ওগুলো আমি হোপফুল যে আমার আরও কাজে দিবে।
সো ওয়েলকাম টু দ্য সারপ্রাইজিং সিক্রেটস টু প্রেজেন্টিং উইথ কনফিডেন্স। আপনারা আমার থেকে অনেক অভিজ্ঞ, আমি হচ্ছে আমার নিজের জীবনের গল্প বলবো। আমি যেহেতু কাজ করি, আমার কাজের ক্ষেত্রে কি কি প্রবলেম আমি ফেস করি আর কি কি বিষয়গুলো মুদ্রে গেছি, এখানে একজন প্রেজেন্টার হিসেবে আমি যেভাবে নিজেকে প্রেজেন্ট করি এর বাইরে গিয়ে আপনাদের অনেক কিছু করার আছে। আর আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে প্রত্যেক মানুষ হচ্ছেন একজন প্রেজেন্টার। সো আপনি যখন যেটাই করেন না কেন আপনাকে কিন্তু সেই গুড ওয়েতেই প্রেজেন্ট করতে হবে।
আজকে আমরা মৌসুমী মামাপুর গ্রুমিং ক্লাস করলাম, তো আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছে খাবার রান্না করা বা খাবার প্রেজেন্টেশনের পাশাপাশি আই কন্ট্যাক্ট, বডি মুভমেন্ট, ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ, আউটফিট, মেকআপ সব কিছুরই একটা মিশ্রণ আছে, যেটা আজকে আমরা ক্লাসে শিখেছি।
ওকে, নার্ভাস হয়ে গেছে না? সো এটা সবারই হয় অলমোস্ট, মানে এটা তো আসলে আপনি ইউজ টু না ক্যামেরার সামনে দাঁড়িয়ে কথা বলতে।
লাইফস্টাইলের ব্যাপারটাও অনেক পরিবর্তন এসেছে, টাইম ম্যানেজমেন্ট থেকে শুরু করে কিভাবে আমরা নিজেদেরকে প্রস্তুত করতে পারি স্টুডিও রাউন্ডের জন্য সব কিছু আমাদেরকে শেখানো হচ্ছে। আমরা ট্রেন আপ হচ্ছি অ্যান্ড স্টুডিও রাউন্ডে নিজেদের সেরাটা দেওয়ার জন্য নিজেদেরকে তৈরি করছি।
একটা ব্যান্ডেজ দিন, এই প্রফেশনে হাত কাটবে, হাত পুড়বে, নার্ভাস হলে চলবে না, আমাদেরকে গেস্টকে সার্ভ করতেই হবে।
লুবনা আপু ছিলেন 24-এর সপ্তম এবং তিনি যেভাবে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুজিনগুলো দেখিয়েছেন, শিখিয়েছেন এবং কিচেনে ছোটোখাটো দুর্ঘটনা হলে যে নিজেকে কিভাবে শান্ত রেখে কাজগুলো করতে হয় এবং সেটা যে তার কাজের মাঝে সেই ছাপটা আসে না সেটা দেখিয়েছেন।
আমাদের ওয়েস্টার্ন ফুল কোর্স মেনু রেডি, প্লিজ আপনারা একজন আসেন, এসে একটু টেস্ট করে যান।
এটা অনেক মানসিক চাপের ব্যাপার, সেই চাপটা কিভাবে মুক্ত হতে হয়, কিভাবে নিজেকে শান্ত রেখে একটা পরিস্থিতিতে নিজের সবচেয়ে ভালো জিনিসটা বের করে আনা যায়, উনার ক্লাস থেকে আমি সেটা শিখেছি।
কেমন আছেন সবাই? ওয়েলকাম টু আনাদার সেশন। মেইনলি টমিয়াম স্যুপে টপিংসটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি অনেকটা নিজের উপর ডিপেন্ড করে, আপনি চাইলে কিন্তু মাশরুম স্কিপ করতে পারছেন।
আর এর আগে কখনো আমার কুকিং ক্লাস করা হয়নি, তো মেন্টররা যেভাবে ডিটেলসে ক্লাস নিয়েছে তার মধ্যে কিছু জিনিস আমার জানা ছিল না, সব কিছু এত ভালো মতো ক্লিয়ার হয়েছে যে আমি এখন আগে থেকে অনেক বেশি কনফিডেন্ট ফিল করছি।
আপনি যখন চেঞ্জ করে দিবেন ভেজিটেবলসটা, সেক্ষেত্রে কিন্তু নামটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে। ক্রিম অফ।
ওনারাও আমাদের জন্য অনেক কষ্ট করছেন এবং ওনাদের থেকে আমরা নতুন নতুন টেকনিক এবং আইডিয়াগুলো পাচ্ছি, যেগুলো আমরা আমাদের নেক্সট যে স্টুডিও রাউন্ড আছে সেগুলোতে আমরা কাজে লাগাবো।
সেকেন্ডলি হচ্ছে যে এগুলো দেওয়া হবে আপনাদের চ্যালেঞ্জগুলো, সেগুলো তো আপনার উপরে বা পার্টিসিপেন্টদের উপর বেস করে না, এটা দেওয়া হবে আপনি গেস্টের জন্য কি করছেন।
আমি ফার্স্ট সেকেন্ড থার্ড হই বা না হই, টপ 10 পর্যন্ত যাই বা না যাই, আমি এখান থেকে যে অভিজ্ঞতাগুলো আমার ভিতরে নিচ্ছি ইনশাআল্লাহ আমি এগুলোকে নেক্সটে আমার ভালো একটা ফিউচারের জন্য কাজে লাগাতে পারবো।
এই লাল কাপড়ে মোড়ানো রহস্যটা আমরা উন্মোচন করতে চাই। শেফ নাইম আশরাফ, প্লিজ একটু হেল্প করুন।
দেখতে চাচ্ছেন কি আছে?
অবশ্যই, কারণ এই রহস্য জানার জন্য আমরা সবাই অধীর আগ্রহে অপেক্ষা করে আছি। আজকের বিশেষ ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট কি? মো, হ্যাঁ, তোমার কাছে কি মনে হয়? আমার গেস করতে একটু প্রবলেম হচ্ছে। তোমার গেস করতে প্রবলেম হলে কিন্তু আমাদের যে প্রতিযোগীরা আছেন তারা কিন্তু খুব ভালো গেস করতে পারেন। আমার মনে হয় তাদের কাছে একটু জিজ্ঞেস করা উচিত আজকে কি থাকতে পারে ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট। আচ্ছা পূর্ণিমা আপু, গেস করলে কি তার জন্য কোনো অ্যাডভান্টেজ পাবে? সঠিকভাবে গেস করতে পারলে নিশ্চয়ই কিছু না কিছু অ্যাডভান্টেজ তো থাকবেই। ওকে, তাহলে কে গেস করতে চান একটু দেখি। শাফায়েত, গেস কিং।
আমি আসলে কোনো কিছু গেস করতেছি না, যেহেতু আমাদের চ্যালেঞ্জটাই হচ্ছে এই তো বাংলার স্বাদ, অবভিয়াসলি বাংলা আমাদের ট্রেডিশনাল কিছুই হবে।
আচ্ছা, তামান্না হাত তুলেছিল।
ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস গেস করতে হলে করবো না, যদি গেস করার পর ওটা চেঞ্জ করে দেয় তাহলে তো সমস্যা।
নিশাত খুব হাসছেন, কি রয়েছে আজকে?
আমি হাসছি কারণ মহামঞ্চে যখন ঢুকি তখন সবসময় চিন্তা করি যে আমি সিলেবাসের বাইরে মানে প্রশ্নপত্রের উত্তর দিতে যাচ্ছি। এখন আমি তার জন্য কখনোই কোনো কিছু গেস করি না, যেহেতু আমি রান্না পারি তো যেটাই আসবে কিছু না কিছু করে দিতে পারবো ইনশাল্লাহ।
অনেক হলো অনুমান বিজ্ঞ বিচারক, এবারে আসলে কি হতে যাচ্ছে আমি সেটাই জানতে চাই।
ওয়েল, কেউ যখন গেস করতে পারছে না, দেরি না করে আজকের স্পেশাল ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টসটা নিয়ে আসা হোক।
যথা আজ্ঞা। তার মানে টিম, আজকের ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস নিয়ে আসুন। এই লাল কাপড়ে মোড়ানো রহস্যটা আমরা উন্মোচন করতে চাই। শেফ নাইম আশরাফ, প্লিজ একটু হেল্প করুন।
দেখতে চাচ্ছেন কি আছে?
অবশ্যই, কারণ এই রহস্য জানার জন্য আমরা সবাই অধীর আগ্রহে অপেক্ষা করে আছি।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আজকের আমাদের মেইন ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টস এটাই, কচুর ডগা আর কচুর মুড়। গত পর্বের মতো এক্স্যাক্টলি সেমভাবে আমাদেরকে আজকেও দুটো রেসিপি বানাতে হবে। সাথে আপনারা যদি চান কমপ্লিমেন্টারি অর সাইড ডিশ একটা বানাতে পারবেন। টাইম উইল বি দ্য সেম, 1 hour কুকিং টাইম অ্যান্ড 15 minutes ফর গ্রোসারি। ইট ইজ এ টিম ওয়ার্ক। টিম বন্ডিং ফর্ম করবেন, টিমে কাজ করবেন, দুটো প্রপার ডিশ নিয়ে আসবেন, ইউ উইল গেট দ্য মার্কস।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আমি বলবো এই যে কচুর মূল এবং ডগা দিয়ে যেটাই রান্না করো না কেন তোমরা, এর ফ্লেভারটা যেন পাই এবং ফিলটাও যেন আমরা যখন খাবো বাইটে বাইটে পাই, এই জিনিসটা মাথায় রাখতে হবে।
ডিয়ার পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আপনারা সবাই নিশ্চয়ই বুঝে গেছেন আপনাদেরকে এমন প্লেটিং করে নিয়ে আসতে হবে যেখানে আমাদের থিমের সাথে প্লেটিং যাতে ম্যাচ করে। এই তো বাংলার স্বাদ, আমরা যাতে প্লেটিংয়ে এই তো বাংলার স্বাদটা পেয়ে যাই। এবং সেই সাথে আরেকবার মনে করিয়ে দিতে চাই, গত পর্ব এবং আজকের পর্ব, দুই পর্ব মিলিয়ে কিউমুলেটিভ স্কোরে যে বটম টিম থাকবে তাদেরকে এই মঞ্চ থেকে বিদায় নিতে হবে।
মাই ডিয়ার পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আজকেও তোমরা কোনো মেন্টরস টাইম পাচ্ছ না, কাজেই যে যার মতো টিম বিল্ড করে কাজ করতে হবে। বেস্ট অফ লাক অল অফ ইউ।
আমার ফার্স্ট ডিশ যেটা, সেটা হচ্ছে একটা ইটালিয়ান ডিশ, এটা হচ্ছে ক্যানালোনি চিকেন ফ্লোরেন্টাইন। আর আমাদের সেকেন্ড ডিশ, ওটা একটা ডিজার্ট, ওটা হচ্ছে বানোফি টার্ট। মেইনলি এটা একটা ব্রিটিশ ডিজার্ট।
Perfectly done.
Thank you, sir.
The food is really good.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Just is very nice.
সসটা কি?
3 রকমের সস আছে। একটা আছে হচ্ছে স্পিনাচ পিউরে, একটা আছে হচ্ছে হোয়াইট রু অথবা বেসামেল সস যেটা, আরেকটা হচ্ছে রেগুলার টমেটো সস।
So, based on আজকের ফুডটা, you're getting the first waiting card. Please come.
যদিও এখনো শেষ পর্যন্ত অ্যাপ্রনটা হাতে আসে নাই, তাই কিছুটা নার্ভাস তো অবশ্যই লাগছে। তাই এখন আমি আশা ধরে রাখছি যে অ্যাপ্রনটা নিয়ে বাসায় ফেরা হবে, তাহলেই আমার সব পরিশ্রমগুলো সার্থক হবে। এই পর্যন্ত করে আসেন। আজকে আমি হলো রোটেসরি চিকেন নিয়ে আসছি, which is basically a oven baked chicken with mushrooms and then broccoli, potatoes, garlic and onions দিয়ে আর কি একসাথে করা হয়।
I need to know why you think we should give you a chance, share Rajnite.
Because I think I have potential.
Your potential is showing just a dish, right? I need to understand that you know how to cook Bengali food because that's a big part of this competition.
আচ্ছা, আমি একটা কোশ্চেন করি, মানে সবচেয়ে কঠিন কোন বাংলা রান্নাটা মনে হয় আপনার কাছে?
কাচ্চি, অনেকগুলো স্টেপস থাকে।
Can you make কাচ্চি?
I can make kachi.
And based on this, we'll give you a waiting card for now.
ওয়েটিং কার্ডটাতে আমার অনেক ভালো লেগেছে এখনো আমি অ্যাপ্রন পাইনি সো আই এম আ বিট নার্ভাস ইভেন দো আই এম সিলেক্টেড অ্যামং 3 অফ দ্য বেস্ট তাও আমার ভয় লাগছে যে নেক্সট রাউন্ডে আমার কি হবে বাট আই এম রিয়েলি হ্যাপি ফর দিস
চিকেন পারমেজান আর পাস্তা আলিও এ ওলিও
আলিও ওলিওটা কিভাবে বানিয়েছো
অলিভ অয়েল গার্লিক চিলি ফ্লেক্স তারপর পাস্তাটা দিয়ে স্টার্ট করছে তারপর লাস্টে হলো বেজিল আর পার্সলি
রান্নার প্রতি আগ্রহ আর সেরা রাঁধুনিতে কেন আসেছে
জাস্ট আমার এক্সপিরিয়েন্সটা আমি পাইতেছি এদিক থেকে কারণ আপনারা হলো যা এখন একটা প্রেশার আমি ফিল করতে পারতেছি এদিক যখন আমি রেস্টুরেন্টে থাকবো এর থেকে অনেক গুণ বেশি থাকবে এই প্রেশারটা
So you want to go through the pressure?
হ্যাঁ
চিকেন পার্মটা মজা রিয়েলি গুড রান্না নিয়ে কি প্ল্যান তোমার
কালিনিয়ার স্কুলে ভর্তি হবো তারপর হলো আমি বিদেশে যে আমি কালিনিয়ার্সের উপর কাজ করবো তারপর একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট দেওয়ার প্ল্যান আছে
Do you know what the next step is?
Yeah, the second round.
It is not the second round. The next step is a waiting card.
ফাইনালি ভোটিং কার্ডটা পেয়ে গেছি এখন আমি সিলেক্ট হই না এখন এফ্রনটা পাই নাই ইনশাল্লাহ পাবো কিন্তু এখন যে সিলেক্ট যদি নাও হয় এর মানে এই না যে আমার হলো রান্না বাড়া সব কিছু ছেড়ে দিতে হইতেছে আই ক্যান জাস্ট কন্টিনিউ মাই ড্রিম
কিন্তু আপনি যেটা ওটা বানিয়েছেন ওটা কেমন যেন কমফোর্টেবল লাগেনি
তুপ্পা স্যুপ আমি কখনো খাইনি সো আমার তুপ্পা স্যুপ নিয়ে আইডিয়া নেই
এটা মজা but I totally agree with Appa. This is probably the best dish you have made a competition so far.
এবারে বগুড়ার প্রতিযোগী তামান্না আপনার ফুড নিয়ে দ্রুত চলে আসুন
বানিয়েছে তিবেতিয়ান একটা স্যুপ বিট থুপ্পা আর ডেজার্টে রেখেছে বিটের হালুয়াকে মালাই দিয়ে লেয়ার করে দিয়েছি স্পাইসি সস এটা থুপ্পার সঙ্গে তিবেতিয়ানরা খায়
এটা খুব মজা হয়েছে ভাইয়া কিন্তু আপনি যেটা ওটা বানিয়েছেন ওটা কেমন যেন কমফোর্টেবল লাগেনি কাঁচা কাঁচা মনে হচ্ছে মানে
আচ্ছা
এটা আমার ব্যক্তিগত জানি না
এই স্যুপে সাধারণত একটা রুট ভেজিটেবল যায় যেমন ক্যারট যেহেতু আজকে আমাদের টাস্ক ছিল বিটরুট এটাও একটা রুট ভেজিটেবল আমি ক্যারটের পরিবর্তে বিটরুটটা ইউজ করেছি আর এই স্যুপের মধ্যে সাধারণত ভেজিটেবলগুলো একটু ক্রাঞ্চি থাকে আর কি আমি সেটা চেষ্টা করেছি হয়তো বা একটু রয়ে গেছে
ঠিক আছে
জি
তুপ্পা স্যুপ আমি কখনো খাইনি সো আমার তুপ্পা স্যুপ নিয়ে আইডিয়া নেই বাট যতটুকু আমি খেয়েছি সুদিং লেগেছে খেতে স্যুপটা যে আপনি বলেছেন ক্রাঞ্চিনেসটা যেন থাকে ভেজিটেবলের সেটা আছে সেটা পেয়েছি তুপ্পা স্যুপ ছাড়া আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে সুপি নুডলস আমরা যেরকম খাই সুপি নুডলসের যে একটা ফ্লেভার থাকে ওটা মজা লাগছে আর স্পেশালি আপনি সসটা যে করেছেন এটা খুবই স্পাইসি এটা দিয়ে মিক্স করে খেলে দেন এটা ওয়াও একটা ফিল দিলে আর ডেজার্টটা নিয়ে কি বলবো মানে 10 on 10
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ
আজকের আমি বলবো যে বেস্ট ডিশ ছিল এটা
থ্যাংক ইউ
স্টার ডিশ
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ থ্যাংক ইউ
স্যুপটা আবার ভালো লেগেছে আর বিশেষ করে সস দিয়ে যখন আমি মিশিয়েই খেয়েছি একটা ডিফারেন্ট ফিলিংস আসে আর একটা জিনিস ভালো অনেকেই আছে ঝাল খেতে মানে অতটা পারে না তো সেপারেট দেওয়াতে এটা একটু ঝাল মিক্স করে খেলে খুব ভালো লাগে আর যারা ঝাল অত খেতে পারে না তারা শুধু স্যুপটা খাবে তো খুব ভালো ছিল সব কিছু মিলিয়ে ফ্যান্টাস্টিক ফ্যাবুলাস থ্যাংক ইউ
Looks like a Tibetan dish. আমি জানি এটা কি আপনি intentionally এই প্ল্যাটারটা এই বোলটা ইউজ করেছেন নাকি this looks very much like Tibet.
Thank you.
Taste wise flavors of Tibetan food shows in this. It's very subtle. It's very easy to have it. যদি ঝাল না খেতে চাই এটাকে আলাদা রেখে ভালো লাগে ঝালটা দিয়ে অ্যাড করলে the taste completely shifts. I really like that part. যে যতটুকু ঝাল খেতে পারবে ওটার উপর বেস করে the taste completely shifts. এটা মজা but I totally agree with Appa. This is probably the best dish you have made a competition so far.
Oh my god.
This is so good. আমি নন স্টপ খাচ্ছিলাম। ফ্যান্টাস্টিক জব, কস্টিং ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। টিবেটিয়ানরা একটু স্পাইসি স্যুপ খায়, তো যাইতেছেন স্যার উনি খেয়ে প্রথমে একটু বলেছিলেন যে ওনার কমফোর্টেবল মনে হচ্ছে না স্পাইসের জন্য, কিন্তু উনি পরে আমার ডেজার্টটা খেয়ে খুবই প্রশংসা করেছেন। আমি বুঝতে পারছিলাম যে উনি হয়তো এই স্যুপটা কখনো ট্রাই করেননি, আমিও করিনি যেহেতু আনকমন, এই জন্য হয়তো বা ওনার এরকম লাগছে। তবে শেফ এবং রীতা ম্যাম, পূর্ণিমা ম্যাম সবাই অনেক ভালো বলেছেন।
Mắt lên bầu trời bạc. Ồ bạc. Chết. Hai cái này lợi quá không? Rồi còn đi, rồi lại có item nữa. Rồi nha. Tao bây giờ có thể một bạn quên này bữa đấy trời. Sự quên đối điên. Sự quên đối điên đấy. Không hiểu. Có ai như vậy đó, như vậy ra như thế ai vẫn muốn đời ai ai chịu về ai khiến lại gần. Tiến lại gần. Đây nắm tay. Đây nắm tay. Nhắm tay. Chôn chưa? Chưa chưa. Trước của cái cảng hóa số là bị đổ một lần nữa. Lúc lại chuyển với nông nghiệp. Vì em thôi, mình em thôi. Anh thương đừng làm trái tim anh đau. Sao? Miền man. Ủa, chết red. À, ngoài này. Đuôi raffle tít là cái đéo này. Thằng đéo này. Đéo này. Đi đâu được cặp nữa đấy bảo cái phòng nâu lắm cái phòng nâu biên Phần anh mang một đời làm trái tim anh đau. Anh đã mang một đời đừng làm trái tim anh đau. Anh Quỷ à? Islam phải coi jazz một cái kiện cho sập lâu quá tiếp đầu để cầm cơm nữa. Ngon thế nhỉ? Yes, đúng là thích rồi à.